What is up? What is up? What is up? Big haircut coming in for round 2 of the NFL draft. As you can see, I'm a little disoriented right now. Got a lot of shit going on. New haircut. It doesn't look as great on stream. Whatever. Got to pull up the draft. I just got home, so I'm not super thrilled about that. Was caught up. What a story that is. Let me just pull up the draft. I'm sure I missed a pick or two. So let me hide this really quick. And then we'll get going. I got my bear pajamas. Got to get those out of the way. But yeah, what is up? Hunnaball draft day 2. Excited. Happy. Glad to be here. Annoyed that we started late. Not going to lie, but I'll get to that in a second. If I can just... You definitely like Josh Allen now. Well, I mean, that's not the... I mean, you know, the way things ended with him. He got married to a pretty fine lady, so you know we'll take it. What is up, Jarv? Good to see you, man, or good to hear from you, I guess. Good to read what you put in the chat, as you know this dynamic works. But yeah, let's see. Caught up. The pick is in. We didn't miss a pick. Thank God. I've been saying this whole process that there's a pick, there is Hunnaball, and I didn't miss one. The Niners are sticking and picking. Other news: Kayvon Thibodeau potentially on the move. Doesn't look like a guarantee yet. Probably gonna get some music going today because round 2 is just objectively more boring. But let me get everything set up. Yo, we got Giants fan 10 here. What is up, guys? I can't. This haircut, man. It's just it's not a good headset haircut. That's the thing. I look like a fucking dweeb. It's all right. It's fine. You know, my favorite hobby is telling barbers not to cut my hair too short because they never do it. I mean, I genuinely think did I name this title? Did I name this stream Day? Is that a fucking joke? I named it Day. Damn. I was rushing. I didn't know I was rushing that fast. The Niners gonna pick yet? Okay, let's go in and rename this stream. That's not like it's not gonna work. Naming this thing Day. But what is up, guys? I'm glad you made it. Happy draft day 2. Or happy day 2. Let's see where. I don't know, man. Let's go. Welcome to day 2. Welcome to day 2. There it is. Nice and simple. All right. Did the Saints trade for Kayvon go through yet? I don't think so. I mean, I've been so caught up, man. Let's hear this pick. Who is this? Is that Andy Lee? It is Andy Lee. I called it before the name graphic came up. I should get points for that. Need the Giants trade back from 37. I kind of hope so. We'll see how the board falls, but I kind of hope so, honestly. Shout out to the 49er faithful, the best fans in the NFL. Shout out the 49er faithful. When in doubt. The 33rd pick. Okay. Who are the Niners taking? Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Deshaun Stribling. Oh. Ole Miss. Oh. Yeah, this dude got some Deshaun Stribling. Okay. He didn't make our draft receiver talk for War Room Wednesday. I guess that part's on me. But yeah, Deshaun Stribling. I'm not going to sit here and do a lot of analysis. I mean, clearly the guy's 6'2", 207. I'm sure you guys know a little bit more about him than I do, but I do know this. He had some round 1 buzz. There was some talk about him potentially going yesterday, and he's the first pick off the board today. I mean, clearly the Niners came into this draft with a goal to address receiver. Just from the couple of highlights I'm looking at, looks more like an outside X type, which, you know, they just got Mike Evans, so it's definitely a double dip there, but I don't think it's a bad pick. I mean, Ole Miss receivers are definitely hit or miss. Got A.J. Brown, Treylon Burks, among many others. A couple guys last year as well with the Dart class. What do we think? Never thought Stribling would go this early. It does feel a little high. I will say that. So let me get Twitter pulled up. Just that way we can keep an eye on this KT stuff. Beautiful. There it is. Cool. Yeah, what is up, guys? How's your guys' Saturday going? Shit, I hope it's going well. Cardinals pick is in, so I'm glad. Round 2 is going quick. This is the beauty of day 2, and I'm sure day 3 is going to go even faster, but I don't think it gets much quicker than that. pick is in and ready to roll. By the way, if anyone wants to relive any of the reactions yesterday, I clipped all of them and put them on Super Hunnaball. If you want to go back and check, I gotta change, man. Let's see. Is there a Sonic mix? I'm feeling Sonic. Why did my personal YouTube got another subscriber? A little curious about what that's all about. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Is it gonna work? It's not gonna work. It's crazy because Stripping was consistently a day 3 guy in my books. Okay, so we all agree it's a bit of a reach. Yeah, typically, I don't know, with a draft casual, you can tell. But draft casual like myself, I should say, you can tell. You can tell if you've heard of them, then they're worth the pick. If you haven't, then that's never a good sign. Donkey Kong Country. Okay. Donkey Kong Country for draft day 2. I like it. Let me change clothes here after the Cardinals pick. We'll get that going. James Conner making the call. I'm sure he's a happy camper today.
With the 34th pick in the
Cardinals taking another running back.
26 NFL draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Chase Bisontis, guard.
Oh, Bisontis goes at 34. Okay, listen, this is a big move for the Giants. This is a big move for the Giants. What I'll say about Bisontis is I really wanted the Giants to get him at 37. Had we not gotten offensive line in the first round, it's kind of good to know that he's off the board. That's kind of what I realized throughout this draft. I'm very excited when the guys I want get picked because then I won't feel the remorse and regret. Like, if the Saints took Caleb Downs yesterday, I don't think anyone would be talking about how Francis Maui Noah could have been a better pick. You know? Like, if it was Jordan Tyson that went at 11 or 12, I don't think anyone would have been hung up on it. But, of course, that's not the world we live in. And Chase Bisontis is a Cardinal. Hell of a guard prospect. I think he's going to be a good player. Of course, guards are a hit or a miss, especially at the top of the second round. You'd think they'd be can't miss, but, you know, John Michael Schmidt says otherwise. So, there you are. So Viking fans already sent death threats to Banks. I'm telling you, this fan base is toxic. They deserve to get trolled by me. A fate worse than death, being trolled by John. I also see Crafty Southpaws here. What is up, fella? But yeah, a lot of toxic fan bases are coming out, and I want to actually go through a post. Let me mute the draft here. I don't want to actually. Well, let's to Reddit. This is I didn't want to, but here we are. Wow, Kayvon Thibodeau put. Okay, well, let's fact check this. I'm gonna switch to the film room in a second. Bill's on the clock, by the way. Top of round 2. Kayvon got traded. It looks like an all but done deal that Kayvon's gonna get traded, which I'm not super thrilled about. One thing I'll give this regime is that they move quickly. I'll tell you, we took Arvell Reese last night, and we are full steam ahead moving. Let's get a draft tracker as well. Again, it's going to take me a few minutes to get acclimated here. I really would have liked some more time to get ready for this, but of course, sometimes in life, shit happens. Other times, your mom breaks her wrist, you have to take her to the ortho, and it eats up your whole afternoon. Sometimes that shit happens. That's what I've learned about life. Let's see. There it is. Got the tracker. Just think the only reason Giants fans are butthurt is because we didn't expect Reese to fall, so their brains short-circuited, didn't compute what happened. Yeah, no, I really don't think it's much of a mystery now that the pick was going to be Caleb Downs at 5. I think that was like not guaranteed. Obviously, we'll never know that, but it felt like a pretty likely outcome, right? My forehead is giant. Go New York. But I agree. I think if we had gone Downs and Maui Noah, that was my dream draft. But I didn't know Arvell Reese was on the board. So I think Giants fans are like, well, I gotta, like exactly what you said. They short-circuited because it's like, well, I mocked it different and I really want to, like, they get attached to the specific combination that they figured out. And that's fair. We're sports fans. We love the idea of control. I just think it's funny because, like, it's a very rigid way to look at things. Like, a good team adapts in real time to how the board falls. That's how good fantasy drafts are had. Like, you never get a good fantasy draft by reaching on guys. You let the talent fall to you. Is that Jim Kelly? Glad to see he's still kicking.
With the 35th pick in the
With the 35th pick, Jim Kelly? That's not Jim Kelly. That is Shane Conlon.
linebacker T.J. Parker.
Oh,
from Clemson.
T.J. Parker. I realize it's right here as well. T.J. Parker. I heard linebacker to Buffalo, and I thought that I hit my J-Rod pick. I guess I didn't. I'm going to keep an eye on KT here. Damn, I was just okay. My mom's fine. My mom is fine, guys. Thank you. I appreciate the love. My mom is fine. She's fine. She didn't break it today. It didn't happen today. It's been an ongoing project the last couple months. That's why a video hasn't come out. No, I'm kidding. But no, she's fine. It's just like a PT thing. And I told her, I was like, second round of the draft starts at 4. The appointment's at 2:30. We better get out on time. And she, we made it happen. Barely. But now I'm wearing this haircut shirt. Hey, no spoilers. Did I spoil the pick? Or did someone else? I promise once the dust settles, they're going to love his picks. Maybe not. Maybe not. Giants fans are stupid as hell. But at the end of the day, whether they love it or not, I think it's the right pick. And I think real ball knowers, real college watchers know that the Giants had a really great night last night. That much I can say confidently. You get copyright strike for playing audio? I don't believe so. I mean, I just don't like playing it throughout because it just seems like noise. Texans move up or move down? Did the Giants just move up? Did the Giants move up one spot in the second round or wait? Oh no, the Giants are on the clock. The pick is in. Why did it say trade? That's why I got mixed up. I was like, am I stupid? No, it said trade. Someone in the comments did. Oh, someone spoil it? Whatever. TJ Parker, what a pick. I mean, it's round 2 is not. I'm not gonna really grill anyone for spoiling, but I mean, let's keep it cordial if we can. But in case you missed it, let's switch to the film room really quick. Let's go to Kayvon Thibodeau's Instagram story because I heard he posted something that I'm not going to be super eager to see. Clearly, he thinks he's in love either with the matcha drink or the lady holding it. One of the two. Happy birthday to Brian Burns. Didn't know that was today. Happy birthday, Bree Burns. And yep, a Fast and Furious. That YouTube's not going to like that one. So he put a TikTok edit on his story. Don't you love when your favorite players do that? The Vikings traded up, did they? It still says the pick is in. They must have moved to a different spot. All right. Anyway, we get it. He put the Paul Walker thing. I don't know why it's playing so damn slow, but he did the Paul Walker thing. That's sad. It's been a long time without you, my friend. Did the Vikings move up? I don't see it. It says the Giants are on the clock. Obviously, that could change. Yeah, so Kayvon Thibodeau potentially traded. Nothing's a done deal yet, but he put on this little IG post here. We'll wait until the Texans pick is in. I got to keep an eye on it. What I was going to do, where do you find Reddit saved? I think right now I'm doing a good job of beating the Hunnaball lives on Reddit accusations. Where the hell does Reddit saved go? I don't accidentally want to like put my login info. God, if I lose my Reddit, all will be lost. All right, I'm just going to look it up. To hell with it. I'm just going to look it up. Rams. r/Los Angeles Rams. Because someone had a very visceral take on the Ty Simpson selection that I wanted to read through. It was called, "You Don't Hate the Ty Simpson Pick Enough." Of course, Reddit's sort is not Joe Burrow to the Rams is dead, I guess. Fuck it. Well, we'll find it later. But the pick is treatment's delayed. I see. I'd love to say I'm gonna miss KT, but he hasn't done anything meaningful since like 2021. Well, he got drafted in 2022, but I agree. Imagine if RJ stole your Reddit account. Yeah, that would suck. That I would really never be able to recover. But where did the Vikings trade up? Is it too soon to make the Saints the favorite to win the division? No, but I think that's more of an indictment on the NFC South than an actual like plus for the Saints. I think the Saints have a good team, and I think the Jordan Tyson pick was solid. But okay, so it was a trade. I'm sorry. I think the Jordan Tyson pick was solid, but I don't know if it's gonna make the Saints an instant contender. But of course, I don't want to say it's not gonna win them a Super Bowl because who the hell knows? Maybe Tyler Shuck will be an MVP. So the Texans they swapped 3rd and 4th round picks to go up 2 spots. God, nice haul for the Raiders. Nice haul, bro. They moved down 2 spots and got up 30. This is going to be Caden McDonald. The Texans just jumped us for Caden McDonald, by the way. The pick hasn't been announced yet, but I'm all but certain. I'm going to find this Reddit post. And I think, oh, that's right. I got Top Chat on. But I think I saw, yeah, Patrick Ewing. What is up? I want to smell what the Rock's cooking. Yeah, me too, pal. Me too. I want to see what Joe Shane's cooking. This is the presumed Giants are on the clock for what is assumed to be the last time of today. That could obviously change. Not a fan of Tyson at 8, but hey, it's a swing. I know I can't even give analysis right now. I'm so like behind trying to keep up with everything. But I think we're like now we're settled. Now we're in good shape. I got the Donkey Kong Country playlist. Roger's making the pick.
The 36th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Caden McDonald.
Right. Yeah, not much of a mystery. They just straight up jumped us for Caden McDonald. Just grabbed Lee Hunter. I hope so. That's a good pick for Houston. That's a real strong pick. It makes sense that they jumped us. It makes sense that the Raiders made that trade. Good for Caden McDonald. He stayed in Pittsburgh. Roger Goodell personally met him and wanted to make sure that he heard his name called and walked the stage. And good for Caden McDonald. He's a hell of a player. Lee Hunter, EMW. Come on, Harbaugh. Yeah, seriously. If I had to make this pick, I would go DB, specifically corner. I'm not going to say Jermod McCoy for sure because I have no idea what's going on with the medical. But Colton Hood's a possibility. Shut up, Charles. Colton Hood's a possibility. But also, like you guys said, our GF10 said EMW would be great. I would have loved Caden McDonald. He's off the board. Lee Hunter would be cool as well. Like I said, I'll buy that jersey and finally fulfill my dream of having a Giants jersey or my name on the back of a Giants jersey. We got Booleds here. What is up? Returning. Good to hear from you. Jarv's not happy. I hope that's about the Caden McDonald pick and not what the Giants did. But we will see. I got a couple things to do here, but I'm gonna definitely keep the audio going for a second here while I. Just got to keep an eye for the pick is in. I just want to do one more thing. One more thing that's driving me crazy. Liking a football? Are you serious? That's crazy. That's what I get for rushing the hashtags. That they always say that at YouTuber school. You can't rush the hashtags. Don't spoil the Giants pick. Aller to the Vikings. There you go. Make it happen. Drew Aller to the Vikings. Please. Give the people what they want. Is the pick in yet, New York Giants? Pick is in. Raiders on the clock. Good to know. All right. Well, we're about to get a Giants second round draft pick. Shit's about to get crazy. But I'm glad Caden McDonald gets his moment. That makes me happy. Negan, what is up? Hey. Negan's always here at the right time. I got some Hinge updates for later. Caden McDonald, though, he deserves a lot of. You know what? Honestly, we're gonna do it like this. You guys are gonna see what I'm working on. What a fucking hilariously pointless thing I'm doing, but. So a couple of interesting picks. We got Stribling going. We got Caden McDonald, and we got linebacker TJ Parker. The Giant can I mean, good for Caden McDonald. I'm glad he's having his moment, but like, can the Giants pick already? Is that possible? All right. You guys are about to freak out. Look at this. This is why is this software so difficult? All right. There you go. Part 2. You see that? You catch that? Part 2. I put up a part 2. That way now we're caught up. Can the Giants pick? Can the stupid Giants pick already? The pick is in. I gotta get a jersey or something. Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on the pick. Shit's about to get crazy. To hell with it. I was gonna do like a whole outfit. That's not gonna fly. Okay. I'm wearing yes, I'm wearing the Saquon. All right, I know that's bad luck. Shouldn't do that on a day like today, but here we are. Blitz makes more sense. Boo, let's say like Questy make the pick. Tyson is raw from us. I heard it, but they picked their second round choice instead. I did get a haircut. Oh my god, the thing's lagging. Dude, now is no time. Now is no time for the feed to like give me grief. Oh my god. I just want it to be refreshed. I don't know about this one, Hannah. Yeah, I don't know either. I don't even know what the stupid pick is. Colton Hood. I know I couldn't react to it for real. Thanks, YouTube, but Colton Hood. I like that pick a lot. What do you mean? That's my dream pick. That's a solid pick. Bang. Yeah. I'm sorry if I jumped it, but that's sick. That's sick. I would have liked to see an announcement. I'm not going to clip this now, but Colton Hood. Hell yeah. I'm fired up. That's exactly who I would have wanted there. If Jermod McCoy's medical is how the Giants have assessed it to be, I would assume Colton Hood is a solid consolation. Address that secondary, give Darnard Wilson something to work with, and I guess I'll watch the announcement now. I mean, it's here, but
7th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Colton Hood, defensive back, Tennessee.
So that's my reaction to the audio. Way to go, Colton. Toughness, locates the ball, can play press, not an undersized corner. I mean, not huge, but almost 6 feet tall. 6 feet with shoes on. And yeah, I didn't watch any Hood tape, so I literally don't know. Still think we should have went D-line, but hey. I mean, interior defensive line's a need, but with Caden McDonald off the board especially, if I thought secondary was like a must get. That's an awesome pick. Negan likes it. Colton Hood's a great pick. John wanted Hood. That's always a good sign. Probably the best corner we could have gotten here. Sans McCoy. D-line's mad deep. Second round rate fixing it anyway. Yeah, now we can cross our fingers and hold our breath that Dominique Orange is there in round 3. We'll see. But I'm glad. Secondary's been a big hole for this team, and I'm glad we didn't go Denzel Boston. I'd probably say, if I'm going to count my blessings, that's number 1. I was sitting there really sweating the fact that Denzel Boston might be wearing blue, and I did not want to have to talk about that positively. So I'm glad that's not the pick. I don't like making a brand of shitting on players, but I would not have liked a Denzel Boston pick. So, 5'11", 5'8" is basically 4 feet on hinge. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh man, I don't know why this broadcast doesn't work with me right now. I'm just trying to get it to where it's like live and we're caught up. Of course, things aren't allowed to be easy. But Kayvon Thibodeau might be on the move. And the Giants aren't picking for the rest of the day. At least we'll see. Unless the Kayvon Thibodeau trade happens, as Jarv just brought up. I mean, unless KT gets sent. I'm like, here comes the Raiders pick. We're about to find out who the Raiders are getting. I mean, this thing is lagging. Is the stream buffering for anyone else? Is it this? Oh my God, my internet is like going. It's my internet. It's my internet. Oh my God. Leave it to today. Leave it to draft day for the internet to fall apart. Okay. Well, shit. Okay, well, I'm gonna listen to this and hopefully it's not buffering too bad.
It's coming right up. All you guys, take her to dinner, grab her some flowers.
Is Denzel Boston about to go to KC? That would be an interesting. That would be a good fit.
With the 38th pick.
Happy birthday, Brian Burns.
2026 NFL Draft. The Las Vegas Raiders select Traden Stukes.
Ooh, Traden Stukes, good player. Nice pick. I like it. Good pick. I am a fan. I am not a fan of how my internet's doing, but I am in fact a fan of Traden Stukes. Thibodeau to my Lions, please. Yeah, I mean, I hope not, but it appears like he's on the move. Even though the Giants literally said yesterday they're going to hold on to him. Of course, that means shit in this regime. You know, we're keeping him. Yeah, totally. But let's analyze Traden Stukes. Now I feel like I'm kind of caught up a little bit. Let's analyze Traden Stukes for a second. I don't know a ton about the guy. He's definitely the odd man out. I know he's listed as a safety. He plays corner, right? Like he's a versatile DB, kind of do it all kind of guy, right? He's not a strict safety. Because if he is, him going over Warren is a little interesting. But I'm assuming he has the versatility to play corner and safety. Not saying he's going to do one or the other. Stukes over EMW is certainly a pick. Yeah, you know, round 2 is interesting because it's like you have one night to prepare, but the board should be ready. I feel like a lot of teams don't make mistakes in round 2, but they definitely get their guys. I'll say that. Much love from a Vikings fan. Again, I'm sorry that the stream is so damn laggy. What the hell? I'm thinking, man. Okay. I'm gonna take my phone off the Wi-Fi. The old Xbox move. Taking my phone off the Wi-Fi. Stoner Cat's here. Good to hear from you. It's cool. I get to see my team make a pick. That's always fun. Don't you love that? Again, if there's a pick, there's a Hunnaball stream, but it's definitely not as organized as I would hope. We got a stray wait in the background. But okay, I think my internet's caught up. Yeah, okay, that was a little strange, but now we're good. I thought about just up and unplugging the thing. Okay, live with the Untuck It ad. How are they still selling Untuck It shirts? Who gives a shit? Who cares? Like, I don't know. Am I crazy for that? Do you guys like Untuck It shirts? I think they're kind of stupid. Nickel's gonna play. Stukes gonna play nickel safety. New camera. Used this yesterday. So not quite, but hey, it is the nice camera. Obviously, we have our other, which is somewhere. We have our secondary camera in case shit goes up in flames. But for now, we're rolling with the big camera until it fries, which probably could be soon. We're almost a half hour into this. Drop a like if you haven't already. Draft day 2. Giants got a corner. Very fired up about that. Kayvon Thibodeau, got to keep an eye on that. If he gets traded, I hope someone will let me know. Yeah, that's the big one. Let's go to Twitter and see if there's anything. The more Rossini Vrabel files are coming out. Mike Vrabel might actually get fired, which I didn't think was going to get crazy, or was going to happen. Oh, okay. So I went on Twitter and refreshed who the Chiefs just picked. It is not Denzel Boston. For the sake of not spoiling it, I'm gonna hold off. But the pick is not Denzel Boston. I don't know who the Browns took though, so I guess anything's possible. But yeah, we got John here. We got. Otis is a Red Wings fan. God, Otis, he just threw a dart on different parts of a map and just said, that's the team I'm rooting for. Braves, Red Wings, Raiders. You got some real winners there too. Oh man, I gotta tell a story. I've been so flustered. I can't even tell a story. Let's put on the shades and chill for a second. Should I get the Donkey Kong music going? Let me get my frames. Now I'm feeling it. Now we're feeling good. Okay. All right. Okay, I can turn it down. Can't lie, being born and raised in Ireland, NHL is way too hard to watch. Really? Is that because it's like a cultural difference or because it's just the time? Because I feel like the time factor of it applies to any sport. I mean, 82 games that are very tough to access with or without internet. It's not super easy. Browns picking, though.
I pick for my Cleveland Browns.
Joe Hayden making the selection.
In the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Denzel Boston.
Oh, that's why he's not a Chief, because he's a Cleveland Brown. Hey, man, look, the Browns address their defense. I mean, offense. They address their offense, man. You got KC, Kevin Concepcion, you got Denzel Boston. 2 very different players. Obviously, Denzel's your typical tall, big boy. And then KC standing at a strong 5'11", is more of a slot guy. I think that's a complete wide receiver room. Is it the best wide receiver room? Maybe not, but there's a ceiling here and a pretty big one. It's the best wide receiver room for projection. right now. And Jerry Jeudy's still on the team, right? So you got a decent group, I guess, you know? It's obviously Denzel and KC are, I don't want to say like high risk, high reward, but they're definitely swing picks. And I'm glad the Browns are going for it, giving Shador some help, or maybe Deshaun Watson. We'll see. Shador MVP season coming. Yeah, there it is. People are fired up. Sure, it's going to be 1-1 in fantasy this year. Put it in the bank. Yes, a Shador moment. Should we get it? Should we get it going? I'll play it. I'll play it. The Browns made their pick. I'll go for it. Look, if I get copyrighted by The Weeknd or Michael Bublé, then I could really give a shit. But if I get copyrighted by this guy, fair game. Congratulations, Shador. The pick is in for the Chiefs, by the way. Stay shining. Denzel Boston is a Brown. Chiefs picking.
He was Nevada, wasn't he?
Here's the Chiefs pick. Yes, sir.
Is this the guy from Modern Family making the pick? Eric Stone Street.
Hello, Pittsburgh.
Nope.
And hail to Pitt.
Hail Pitt. Bill Moss. Not even time I stay up for the NFL, NBA, UFC. I just can't find it on any channel here. Also, I think you have to remortgage the house if you want to watch it. Can't these boys get McCoy and Delane? They're not. Well, we'll see. Chiefs pick. Should announce it. And then I do want to get back to this NHL accessibility talk, though. R. Mason Thomas. That was the pick. R. Mason Thomas. So, hey, they got a pass rusher, they got an interior defensive lineman, and they got a corner. The Chiefs are going for it, at least with their defense. So, cool stuff. R. Mason Thomas, obviously playing on the edge. I don't have a ton on him. You guys think he's good? Okay, this is the kind of stream. Do we not pick again until tomorrow? As it stands right now, yes. If Kayvon Thibodeau gets traded, that will change. Hoping he goes for a third if he does get traded. Anything less than that would be a real bummer at this point. Like, I really don't think a 4th round pick is adequate value for 1 year of Kayvon Thibodeau, which could be anything. Because the thing with Kayvon Thibodeau is you play him now, and if he does poorly, he walks, no skin off your back. And it sucks because you lose the hypothetical draft pick you could have had, the opportunity cost. But if he steps up and plays well, you have the optionality to re-sign him, which probably won't happen. But you'll get a better comp pick, probably a comp pick, better, like maybe a 3rd round pick, maybe a 4th round pick. Hell, Jalen Phillips is going to warrant a 3rd round pick. And Kayvon Thibodeau's a way better prospect than Jalen Phillips. Not saying he's a better player, just saying he's a better prospect. Here come the Bengals picking, first pick of the day. Did the Bengals move up? I think so. Yeah, they must have. We should have grabbed Zion. Damn it. What's up, Orville Orton? Hey, Zion. Oh, Zion Young. Yeah, that would have been a good pick too. Some people like our Mason Thomas, though. I mean, honestly, I didn't have a ton to say about him just because his name. You know what? His name is just not exciting. I'm sorry. It's just R, a single initial with no dot. It's not like R. I'm assuming it's R because it's short for something, but there's no like period. So it looks like just R, like someone left a straight R. It looks like a typo. I don't want to be a dick. Congrats to the Chiefs, but I just wanted to float that. I think R. Mason was when Hunter was lazy and didn't go over him. R. Mason was when I didn't go over him. Yeah, I didn't have a ton to say. R. Mason Thomas is not one of the guys that I looked at in this process. Neither is Traden Stukes or Stribling. So this has not been great. Mason's injured a lot, man. Great, here comes Otis.
The Cincinnati
Bengals pick. Cassius Howell. Fuck, Cassius Howell was still on the board. I forgot about that. That should have been the pick. I like Cassius Howell more than both those guys, Zion Young and R. Mason Thomas. Cassius Howell, high production guy, gets to the quarterback. Not going to solve a lot of issues in the run game, but he can get to the QB. He's fast, and he's got Cassius Howell. That's a name you can get behind. What Phillips? Jalen Phillips. KT was not a better prospect than Phillips. Let's relax. Phillips only went low because of his medicals. His tape smashed KT's out of the water. Yeah, well, the medicals were a big deal. The medicals were huge. I liked Jalen Phillips. That wasn't even a slight, but Kayvon Thibodeau could have gone number 1 or 2. Maybe not number 1, but Kayvon Thibodeau could have been the first pick. And yeah, he could have got number 1. Pass rushers went that year. He very well could have been the number 1 pick. He was a top 5 pick. Kayvon Thibodeau was a hell of a prospect, and I got love for him. That's why I'm not ready to see him go for anything less than a 3rd round pick. I'd like to uncongratulate Hunter and congratulations to the Chiefs. Well, all right, I guess. I guess we love the R. Mason Thomas pick. Taking Shamar Stewart and Cassius Howell back to back is definitely a choice. Yeah, I mean, I forgot they had Shamar Stewart. That's on me. They still have Trey Hendrickson, right? That's a joke, of course. They do not have Trey Hendrickson. KT was being mocked at 1 in 2021. KT was never going to be edge 1 in that class. Yeah, he was. Okay, maybe not like he was never going to be edge 1. I guess you could say that, but there were points in the process where he was consistently mocked at the top of the draft, along with Evan Neal. Now, does that mean they're better players? Of course not. Evan Neal sucks. But as prospects, that's how I would assume it would be. KT was mocked at 1 a year out. Didn't know if there were any better edge rushers. No, that year, man. That year, he was mocked. I wouldn't just make that up. You guys think I'm following college sports before I need to?
With the
Marquez
42nd
Colston.
pick in the 2026 NFL Draft,
Lee
the
Hunter.
New Orleans Saints select Kristen Miller,
Almost.
tackle, Georgia.
Right position, wrong player. Good pick. Good pick by the Saints. Addressing that interior, going to stop the run real well. Kristen Miller would have been one of the guys I would have been happy with the Giants leaving with today. Of course, Colton Hood. Damn, so I guess we're not trading KT for that 2nd round pick. Yeah, yeah, I guess. Yeah. Shit, that hadn't even crossed my mind. Oh man. Yeah, Marquez Colston made the pick. Fun stuff. I'm glad this is a little flash from the past. And in case you missed it, good morning football, weekdays at 8 a.m. Let's do that. Looks better. Feels better. I don't want to give NFL Network any free promo. Yeah, Saints. Hell yeah. I like the Saints war room. I like what the Saints... I feel like this... I love talking about the stupid bullshit that doesn't matter. Which all of this, by the way, this whole... following the draft, logically, is stupid bullshit that doesn't matter. But I like, how the locker rooms look. How do the weight rooms look? How does the draft war room look? Are they putting money in the right places? Dolphins are on the clock. We get a rare clock sighting. I do want to go back to this. I don't want to gloss over it. What Boulet's brought up about accessing the NHL. The NHL, you're so right, is so difficult to, not even just watch, but consume. It's not a very accessible sport to newbies, which is funny because it's a pretty simple sport. Hockey is just ice soccer. That's a bit oversimplification, but it is. If rules-wise, for the most part, hockey is just smaller ice soccer, right? But yet the accessibility is just not there. I talked about it a few weeks ago. But the NHL video game is so tough to get into, and I like playing it. Play now, it's fun. But you try playing an NHL franchise. Oh my God, is it difficult? There's just so much to get into. So I feel for you. As someone who doesn't like watching basketball, baseball, or hockey because they're not accessible. I can only imagine the time difference. How was day 1 as far as festivities in Pittsburgh, by the way? I didn't actually watch it all. So curious, what are your opinions? According to Roger Goodell, Pittsburgh's a hell of a city. That's never. He says about every draft they have. He's like, "This is the best draft we've had. I fucking love this area. I'm gonna buy a house in Pittsburgh. This place is so nice. It's great. People are great." Obviously, he's lying, but like I said, boots on the ground. I have a buddy that lives in Pittsburgh, and he told me it's super busy, super loud, not a ton of stuff to do around the draft. But Pittsburgh showed out. Highest attendance ever in an NFL draft. 300,000 people around there, I want to say. Of course, nearly half of them left after pick 21, which makes sense. That's when the Steelers went. Hell, a lot of them should have left after pick 20 because Mekhi Lemon, supposedly the Steelers pick, going to Philly. I'd be outraged. If my favorite team hosted the draft with all the draft capital they have, at least 3 third-round picks, maybe 4 if I'm remembering correctly. At least 3 third-round picks. And not only did they not move up, you don't have to move up, but they got jumped by the other Pennsylvania team on their home turf. Why does every single team let the Eagles do whatever they want? Even Dallas. They traded up with Dallas. Every single team lets the Eagles walk all over them. It's like Raj is making calls saying, let Philly get ahead real quick. It's just so stupid. It's just every team before them just makes the dumbest calls. It's like everyone's grilling the Giants for not taking Caleb Downs. What about the other teams that passed on him? He went at 11. He wasn't even a top 10 pick. And you got people grilling the Giants for not taking him as if the Saints didn't need him. As if he wouldn't have been a great commander. And then the same thing with the Eagles. It's like, I guess I'm the one grilling the Steelers now. But again, People went. How the hell did Makai Lemon fall all the way to 20? I'm not even a Makai Lemon guy, but jeez. Feels like they don't want people to watch. My friend who's Latvian said their whole country got a national hockey for coming like the 5th European Hockey League thing. Wow, what? Wait, for the 5th year? Oh, for making 5th in the European Hockey League. Well, that's big stuff right there, I guess. that's big stuff. I'm sorry, I'm talking because I'm a little behind on the chat. Carson Beck Jets incoming. Oh my God, that would be so sweet. If we see Carson Beck, that's the clip. Forget Colton Hood. That's the clip. Ice soccer is a very, very big oversimplification, but I hear you. But I mean, like, understanding the rules of hockey. You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be like, oh, wait, so the puck goes in the net? You know, like, that's the easy part. Being able to flip on a hockey game and understand the basics of what's going on, simple. Where you can't say that with football. Try explaining to a kid what a first down is. It is the most difficult, frustrating thing. It's you got to show it. Rap Sheet's talking about something. It's because we had 2 chances to take him. I get that. But again, it's like, it just feels like a misallocated complaint, especially for a not undersized, but a average size safety. Gale, Jimmy Stone's masterclass today. Is that the Jags young GM, Jimmy Stones? Is that his name? Jimmy Stones? That's not a real name for a general manager. Bullshit. Jim Stones to you. Mainly because Gary Bettman's a terrible commissioner and should be sent to hell. I guess every commissioner sucks. That's the vibe I've gotten. Every commissioner sucks and needs to be fired. Yeah, man. Roger Goodell's paid like $70 million annual, and yet the refs are haggling over a few million. We're going to have an awful season because the NFL doesn't want to pony up some extra money to the officials. Dolphins are making a pick. That was a while. Oh, Detroit's moving up. So the Jets are moving back. Detroit's moving up.
In the 2026 NFL
Carson Beck.
Draft, the Miami Dolphins select
Carson Beck.
Jacob Rodriguez.
J-Rod! Good pick. I forgot he was on the board. Good pick. I'm glad he went relatively high. J-Rod's a hell of a prospect. I really would have liked him in blue. I would have been really thrilled if that was our pick. I understand why he wasn't now that we have Arvel Reese, but hell of a player. What I love about Jacob Rodriguez, and here comes the Hunnaball analysis, I love his ability to force a damn fumble. He peanut punches so well, and I'd say that's like the biggest strong suit. Having a linebacker that you can trust to make the right plays, be good out in coverage, and also force turnovers, that's so huge. And he's a little undersized, and he's not the fastest guy, but he just seems like a technically really sound player. And I think this is a good pick for Miami. In what, frankly, I don't want to say it's been a great draft, but now it's all right. I didn't love Caden Proctor at 12. Now it's all right. I think we can sit. We can sit with it. Jacob Rodriguez, his girlfriend Emma is serving. Thank you to Emma. Yeah. Gary Bettman is an extra kind of suck. He actively hates Canada, and I shouldn't need to explain how that doesn't make sense for the NHL. Yeah, that's not good. You don't want that. That's definitely a short-sighted way to do it. That's a nice little like man cave den area the Rodriguez home has in Dallas, Texas. I'm curious what the Lions sent to trade up. Grit time, let's go. That's right. Boo lets your teams up. I forgot that we got a Lions fan in here right now. Sometimes we have Mitro pull up, but you never know with Lions fans. They're an elusive bunch. If you had it his way, the only teams in Canada would be Edmonton, Montreal, and Toronto. Is that not? What else am I missing? What else is there? Winnipeg. Shit. Damn. Ottawa. Another one. Hey. I love all 3 Dolphins picks, I'll be honest. Oh yeah, they had another pick. I forgot they got Chris Johnson. My bad. Yeah, I like these picks. I can sit here and say I like these picks. Toronto Maple Leafs. I guess you said Toronto. CJ making the pick. Not Chris Johnson, Calvin Johnson. Here we go. Standing tall at 6'5".
Pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Yeah, baby.
Detroit Lions select Derek Moore.
Ooh. Okay. Hey, staying in Michigan. Damn. Wow, with Zion Young right there. Okay. Again, the second round is a lot more team board oriented, but okay. Shoot. All right, so we'll just do a draft checkup in case you missed it. Here have been the last few picks. Cassius Howell is a Bengal. Like that pick a lot. First round talent in round 2. Kristen Miller is going to the Saints to shore up that run defense. J-Rod is a Dolphin. He doesn't look Miami, but I'm sure that'll change after a quick tan. I hope that's what people say about me. He doesn't look Miami, but that could change. And Derek Moore is a Lion. How do we feel about that? John is not liking it. John is upset that he's not a Viking. The 2 picks after Proctor are better players for the Dolphins IMO. I agree. I don't think Chris John, like, again, it's all about like draft positional value, I should say, like draft pick value. That's probably a better term. Pick value. It's like Chris Johnson at, what was it, 29? I think they moved up, but late 20s, late 20s, good value. Not like, I don't think you had to really sweat him being there, but it's a good, decent value pick. Yeah, J-Rod. You know, I feel like the Dolphins, by and large, are taking guys a step or two before consensus having them. I feel like this is about perfect, but closer to Jacob Rodriguez. Like, I don't think this is his floor. I think J-Rod could have fallen easily down to, like, the middle here. He didn't, but you could say the same thing about Chris Johnson and Caden Proctor. All guys that the Dolphins took at the upper limit of their range. And, you know, get your guys. Shit. John Eric Sullivan's trying to make an impact early. Let's see if he can do it. No, man, Proctor's main knock was being too slow, and he proceeded to lose like 30 pounds. I'm all in on the guy. Yeah, but yo-yoing weight is such a dangerous game. It's such a dangerous game when you're picking top 15 in the NFL draft. It's like, great, he can lose weight. That shouldn't be a plus. You know, like, good for him. That's great. But it's the same thing with Luka. It's like, I love Luka. Go Lakers. But, like, I don't want to give the guy points for dropping some LBs. It's a national basketball player. To be fair, the Lions did the same thing in 23. Taking Derek Moore. They took Derek Moore in 2023. Oh, no, stay in Michigan. I see. With the Hutchinson. I'm like, they took Derek Moore? I got Derek Moore mixed up with Derek Harmon. I was like, didn't he go he's on the board? What? Brad Holmes being proactive and addressing a big need. I like this. Guy who's another Michigan edge should have been Ryan Eckley, though. Yeah. What position does Ryan Eckley play? I agreed with that. I'm done. I'm going to try my best to not pretend like I know stuff. I want to be accurate here. Who the hell's Ryan Eckley? As you can see, this is the NFL.com big board. Who's left? Zion Young, Anthony Hill, Jermod McCoy, Avion Terrell still available. EMW still going. Chris Brazel, big name to look out for today. Prignone still on the board. Gabe Akis, everyone's favorite troll. Yeah, where the hell is this? Where the hell is this Ryan Eckley character? Me searching manually probably isn't a good move. There's Jennings Dunker sighting. God damn, Lee Hunter had a bad grade on this. Did I miss him, or am I really gonna have to scroll down to find this Ryan Eckley? Damn, this is a grind. We're like really going into the depths here. Should have been Ryan Eckley. Can they wait until round 3? Emmett Johnson sighting. That's our guy. I don't think Ryan Eckley exists. I'm just gonna call it. I don't think the guy exists. There's Carson Beck. If I can't find him ahead of Carson Beck, this isn't gonna work. He might be Michigan State's punter. Oh, is that it? Am I going on a goose hunt for a punter right now? Is that what's happening? But yeah, according to this, Derek Moore, one of the higher rated guys, he's on the page. Lions took the bottom 2 guys that have been picked thus far. Right here. Cowboys are playing the Ravens in Rio. Well, suck it, Dallas. Enjoy that trip. I hear that's a fun flight. Okay. Pick is in for the Ravens. Tampa's on the clock. Let's see if Tampa can match the value they got yesterday. We'll turn that off for a second. And Control F. Oh, yeah, that probably would have been easier. That probably would have been a hell of a lot easier. Shit. Hadn't crossed my mind. I mean, drafting guys above consensus but getting their guys with the exception of Brian Branch. I see. Yeah, the Lions. I see. That makes sense. The Lions did do that. That's fair. I thought you were talking about Hutch. It's like, yes, they did take a Michigan pass rusher, but I got the years mixed up. Sometimes you got to do that. Listen, I've said this probably a million times now, but Howie Roseman, Joe Shane, these are guys that listen to the draft experts, listen to the analysts. And there's something to be said about the opposite. A front office that sticks to their guns and, you know, picks who they want to pick forget it. Because at the end of the day, it's like you can sit here and play the draft value chart and see who was on the board and who wasn't. In a year, it's not going to matter. In a year, we're not going to remember that the Chiefs traded up for Mansour Delane if he's good. And if he's bad, it's not great, but it's not like the 3rd round pick they sent is the reason it's a bad pick. It's like is the player good? That's start and end of the process. Ravens picking, you got some sort of sanctioned girls flag. Hey, shout out girls flag. Mark Ingram, notorious Baltimore Raven, Mark Ingram, who played there for 2 years. Yeah, Steelers suck. Eat shit, Pittsburgh. Echo's actually a very good punting prospect. 6th round, maybe 7th. I'm thinking trust. I'll be back when he's taken. Okay, well, we'll be here. We'll be here. I'll let Mark Ingram do his spiel. I don't want to miss this pick. Going from 380 to 340, he's still gonna have a lot of that power now. The speed. Yeah, man. Yeah, clearly the Dolphins are thinking the same thing. I think that's a very wishful way to look at it. Okay. With the 45th pick, the Ravens took.
Officially making it a state championship sport. Congratulations.
Again, let's give girls flag their moment. Love this shit. But like, thank you.
2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Zion Young.
Hey!
Missouri.
Zion Young. Good moment for him. His mom doesn't seem super psyched. Maybe because her son's gonna go live in Baltimore. But hey, he's crying. It doesn't seem like tears of joy, but I don't know why it wouldn't be. I mean, the Ravens are a good team. Good value pick at 45, getting Zion Young. Perfect fit. Yeah, Mahi's calling it. That's a great pick. That's a lot of fun. It feels like a betrayal to have Ingram represent the Ravens. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. He played there for 2 years, and one of them was COVID. That's crazy. That girl's about to get doxxed by Twitter in 5 minutes. Jeez. Oh, come on. Jeez. Oh, man. John calling it. Here's what I was going to say. Is Otis still here? I hope so. Here's what I was going to say. I was late to the stream, as I mentioned a million times before. Went to the hospital. ESPN's playing on the TV. I can't help but watch Mel Kiper analyze stuff that I already know what happened. And then I'm looking at it. I'm sorry, I'm telling the story quiet, slowly. I can't talk right now. Jesus. I'm sitting there in the hospital watching ESPN on the TV, and then this woman walks in, this nurse, and she's like, "Oh, are you following the draft?" And I'm like, Yeah. And very, very attractive lady. And then we had a little conversation. She was like, "What's your team?" And I was like, "Giants." You guys know it well. Even if you're not a Giants fan, when you tell someone your football team and they're not super great, they're like, "Oh, okay, that's fun." And she said she was a Raiders fan. So I just wanted to say, very attractive lady that's a Raiders fan. There's still hope, Otis. Yeah, they do exist. That's what I'll say. They do exist. Hot Raiders fans.
With the 46th
Rondé Barber
of the 2026 NFL Draft. And I am very, very happy to say this because I might make some Philadelphia fans a little bit upset.
Yeah!
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Josiah Trotter.
Yes!
Linebacker, Missouri.
Cry, Philly, cry. Good pick. Good pick. Gross. Didn't like it. Raiders fan. I'm like, oh. No, man, she was attractive, dude. She's a little older, too. I was fired up. I should have gone medical. Here I am wasting my time editing videos. I should have gone to med school. Paid up the ass. I just 3 feet on that because they can't help themselves. Jesus. My grade on the Ravens, though, had him going 8 to the Panthers last year. Oh, shit. Good point. I think there's still room. What did we say yesterday? Can never have too many pass rushers. I'm sure there's room. Oh, damn. I didn't know Josiah Trotter's pops played for the Eagles. I guess that's why. That's what Rondé was talking about. Every Raiders fan is hot. Damn straight. That's what they say. Take one trip to Oakland, and that'll be your takeaway. Granted, Raiders are an easy team to hop on because their color scheme. That's fair. That's fair. But we were going back and forth talking draft. She was like, I shit you not, I like Mendoza a lot. I think he's a really good processor, good leader. Good processor? Women follow the draft? Steelers moving up. Oh my God. Jeez. This probably happened a little bit ago and I didn't see, but jeez. All the goth girlies love the Raiders. Jarvis never been one to mince words. The goth girlies love the Raiders. Yes, they do. Oh, man. We're almost an hour into this. Drop a like if you haven't already. We got draft day 2. The internet figured itself out. Hunnaball. Steelers fans are live in the crowd. You got some little kid with a Batman hat on. You got people throwing the terrible towels around. I got my mosh bar that I will definitely eat. Haven't eaten today. I finished the pizza last night, so I guess it's carrying over. You don't remember just Jeremiah Trotter? No, I do not remember Jeremiah Trotter. Was that like, that must have been before me. I didn't see him wearing a Nike jersey. That's the rule. If they aren't wearing a Nike jersey, if I know about them, that's bonus. If they're not wearing a Nike jersey in the videos. If they're wearing a Reebok, I can pretend like I know who they are, but it's not always a guarantee. Leave the goth girls alone. They're cute too. I can't imagine there's a lot of goth Vikings fans. I could be wrong though. I would imagine there'd be a few goth Giants fans just because, you know, I feel like the masochist overlap there is good. Every time, man. If I get into a real conversation with someone about the Giants, they're like, do you just like hate yourself or what's the deal with that? It's never good when someone's questioning your mental health when you tell them your sports team. I love the terrible towel. That's one of the cooler things in the NFL.
NFL draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select
Jeremy Bernard.
Hey! They got their receiver. Good pick. Good pick. Who's left? Chris Bell? I guess Chris Bell is probably the top guy now. Nice, good pick. Chris Brazel as well, Zach Branch, Skylar Bell. Did Chris Bell go or am I missing something here? Wow, this NFL ranking thing is not perfect, that's for sure. They left a couple guys off. Vikings or Minneapolis, though, Norwegian influence is strong. What do the Norwegians have to do with this conversation about goth women? Is that a thing? Is there like a pipeline there? Sorry, the camera panned out. No, what the hell happened? Did the Vikings just trade down? Oh, because of Jeremy Bernard, potential Viking. Be careful which kind of goth girly, because being sacrificed low-key isn't the mood. I mean, depending on who you ask. Chris Bell still on the board. Yeah, Chris Bell. Both Bells are still on the board. Chris Bell and Skylar Bell. Zach Branch also on the board. Chris Basil, the other Chris, is still there. Malachi Fields on the table if you want a little big body guy. Antonio Williams, who I didn't think he was going to go in round 1, but we'll definitely see him go today. Surratt. Some people love Surratt. And there's Ted Hurst. I think Ted Hurst could very well be pushed up the board. He's one of the few people in this process that got a ton of visits. I think he had like 8 or 9 top 30 visits, which is really weird. But I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm gonna want Brazel or Bell. Bell's good, man. I'd like my rankings. I think the world of Chris Bell. I think Jeremy Bernard is good, particularly when pairing them with a young quarterback. Of course, that's not really what the Steelers did here. Frankly, if I were the Jets, I would have liked to have taken Jeremy Bernard in round 2. Sorry, not the Jets. If the Jets got Ty Simpson, I would have liked to take Jeremy Bernard in round 2. They didn't do that. And I don't think the Rams were going to take him. So I guess. Rams fans aren't happy, by the way. Rams fans are very unhappy. This is not Bryce Lance. Oh, that's true. Bryce Lance. That's always an option. Shoot. Be careful what kind of goth girl. Difference between black clothes and makeup and like worshiping Satan. I said that's more. Yeah, that's more what we're going with. Never good to date someone that worships Satan. That's never a fun time. Yeah, that's not my thing. But, you know, everyone's got their beliefs. I'm sorry, man. I love a goth girly. Like, we should be talking about the draft. I love a goth girly. You know, it's just the way it is, man. I've said it before on stream. I like a girl with a little edge. Give me a girl with you know, missing a finger or something. Just something, you know. Not like, you don't want to be like mid-20s, early 20s and like get through life no injuries at all. Because then it's like, did you even live? Did you even live? And does that tie into being goth? Being goth is not like an injury, but it's like, it's just something. It's more variety. There's just more depth to it. It's like, give me something to latch onto here. Some personality trait. Obsessed with the Giants. That's my thing. Who wouldn't want to date someone that's obsessed with a football team that sucks? Falcons definitely going to choke this pick. I've come to expect it. First pick of the day for the Atlanta Falcons. Maybe they can trade out and get a third in exchange. Brad Holmes, you can hear me trade up and get Pawns. That's right. A lot of good DBs still on the board. D'Angelo Pawns still there? Shoot, I'd like that a lot for the Jets. If they can grab a corner still. D'Angelo Pawns is still there. Avion Terrell. Jermon McCoy is still available too. Kind of cracked under zero pressure. Bro, like some different. It's, you know what? That's, look, calling it like it is. Calling it like it is, man. I'm an honest guy. I said it before, man. There's just something to it. Yeah, man. A girl with kids too, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's a whole different. There's a difference between a mom and a girl with kids. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. I hope you know what I mean by that. Sweet. Again, I meant to say this earlier. I'm wearing the Saquon today, mostly because I just got a haircut. Drop a like for the haircut, new haircut day. And if this jersey gets itchy, I'll burn it. Who cares? As a Rams fan, don't hate the pick. Rams need to plan for our future, but should have taken Carson Beck round 2. Jets are going to take Beck now as my guess. If we see Beck in round 2, like I said, that's the clip. I'm going to be fired up. You guys got to tune in through this whole stream because I'm going to be fired up if Carson Beck gets selected at all today. By the way, at all. Carson Beck does not warrant a pick today. All right, I'm just saying. I know we have some Carson Beck truthers in the chat. We also have some Drew Aller truthers. I frankly don't think we should just see a quarterback today. We shouldn't, but we probably will. If we saw Ty Simpson at 13. I'm gonna finally fix his hair, my boy. Thanks. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Now I feel like Mike Florio. Clean cut. It didn't even have time to do the handlebar today. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Is McCoy and Allen still on the board? Yeah, Jermon McCoy is. So the Cowboys could go up and steal another great secondary piece. I'm really curious to see what this Falcons pick is. Someone's walking to the stage. Josh. It is fun trying to guess who these guys are. It's not Josh Norman. Sharp dressed fella, though. Oh, it's Michael Turner. Wow. Damn, he looks different with a beard. That's a blast from the past. Drop a like for Michael Turner. All right, I'm done asking for likes.
With the 48th pick in the
Come on, Falcons.
NFL draft,
Carson Beck.
the Atlanta Falcons select from the bloodline.
Hey!
Avion Terrell.
Hey!
Clemson.
From the bloodline. Good pick. Good pick for Atlanta there. Never questioned until now, but bro's wearing sunglasses indoors. That's because of the draft. All right, there's no other reason for that. It's just the draft. It feels more formal. If you tune into a Hunnaball stream and I'm wearing glasses, time to focus. The Terrell brothers together, that's true. I didn't even know they were related. That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait a minute. Are they? AJ Terrell. Yes, they are. Okay, I'm like, wait a minute. Is his first name Terrell? Terrell brothers together. Cool. CJ Allen still on the board. Oh, that's right. CJ Allen. I forgot about that. CJ Allen is on the board as well. J-Rod went, though, along with the other linebacker. In fact, let me just pull up the tracker real quick. Where is that? Here we go. So here's a check in case you're just tuning into the second round, because they start these so early for some reason. Stribling, Besantis, TJ Parker, you guys can read, but these are the guys that are still, they're off the board. I thought a linebacker got taken. Oh, they called TJ Parker a linebacker. Edge, though. And yeah, Avion Terrell, Vikings on the clock, John. Here we go. Fired up. Fired up, there's still hope. Ooh, let's switch faction to World War II. Wait, what? I know she's an 8 goth, but has strange obsession with World War II memorabilia. Pfft, it kicks her up to a 9. That's that's what it does. Kicks her up to a 9 right there. Oh, never mind. Vikings not sticking and picking. We got Panthers moving up. Undersized and pretty much locked to be a slot guy. Did someone say something? I missed one. AJ Navy, I'm gonna cook together. That is a fun unit. Panthers have no time to make this pick. They better send the card in. Wasn't he mocked way higher last week? Avion Terrell's been a weird one. It felt like for a lot of this process, he was around that. He was like not a lock, but likely to go in the first round with a chance of falling down. But it feels like the consensus just kind of dropped on him a little bit. Probably what Mahi's saying. You know, just not much value there to be a slot guy. But there is something there. I mean, shoot. Having a bad slot guy can be real devastating for your defense. Shout out to Drew Phillips. Pick is in for the Panthers. What do we get? That's a good question. What did they get? I wish there was a way I could actually see all these trades, specifically what the compensation is. Keep an eye out. Actually, I just don't want to spend too much time on Twitter because I think it's going to spoil the picks. But Bob Skinner, I'm assuming, likes the Colton Hood pick. A lot of Giants fans are freaking out. Brett Coleman tweets out, "You're all fucked," because Caden McDonald's a Texan. Brett Coleman's fun, dude. I like him a lot. Dude is very dramatic. And Schefter tweeted out, "Giants have no current plans to trade Kayvon Thibodeau." So a lot of things moving right now. Who the hell knows? But the Panthers pick is in. Whose house? Panthers' house. What did the Vikings get back in the trade? Okay, I'm actually getting kind of mad now. With EMW there, we didn't get him. Yeah, strange. And a lot of people are dunking on the Caleb Banks draft. I didn't want to be one of them, but a lot of people aren't super thrilled. Carolina trade up to 49 to move down 2 spots, and I think they swapped, is it 5th round picks? 6th round picks? They swapped 159 for 196. Obviously, the Vikings got the higher pick. That's not Luke Kuechly. I thought it was. Jake Delhomme.
NFC South champions, Carolina Panthers, select Lee Hunter.
Lee Hunter. Damn.
Texas Tech.
Well, okay.
Oh, they got themselves a big...
I know that's one of John's boys. So one of my more liked prospects on the D-line. May look at his name. Lee Hunter's fun, man. A little more balanced than a guy like Kristen Miller or Caden McDonald. I feel like Lee Hunter can get to the quarterback if you need. But again, he's an interior defensive lineman. It's not like he's going to be Dexter Lawrence or anything. It's not like he's going to win a Super Bowl or anything. I think the Vikings still get him. I don't think the Vikings would have made that trade, moving down 2 spots, if they thought the Panthers were going to take the guy they wanted. The last question mark is the Jets. Did the Raiders trade their pick? I think no, they didn't. They went trading Stukes, unless they had another. Did the Raiders have 2 seconds? No intentions. John's spamming no. I hope that's about Lee Hunter and not what the Vikings may or may not do. But Jets probably go corner here. Could it be? Are we finally going to see Jermod McCoy off the board? Listen, people are loving the Jets draft. I'm not one of them, but I'm sure the pundits are going to love Jermod McCoy here if that's the pick. Already drafted a D lineman. That's right. I forgot about Caleb Banks. That's right. This is the thing. I'm stretched so out talking about every team right now. I'm not even making sense. McCoy, is that the pick here? I mean, the Jets are still on the clock, so we'll find out. They have intention of trading KT is like the Vikings saying they weren't going to trade Percy Harvin, but they did. And what a heartbreaker that was. Watching him win a ring in Seattle. See, that was like the Saquon thing before, trading Percy Harvin to the Seahawks and then winning a ring. Or maybe like Leonard Williams. McCoy here's a steal worth the swing. I agree. From when today started, McCoy was worth the value, I think. But I don't know his exact medical. And even if I did, I wouldn't do much with it. I'm not a doctor. And if I was, I wouldn't be working for an NFL team. I would go back to the wrist place that I was at and see what that Raiders fan is doing after this. Of course, I already have a date lined up, so I'm booked. Alas. I can't hit on the older nurse that has money and is into the draft. I can't do it. Can't do it. Never have too many good corners. I'm starting to think you can never have too many of anything. You can never have too many good of anything. Maybe wide receivers? What positions can you have too many of? Clearly not quarterbacks. If you ask the Falcons and the Rams and the Packers, among others. Jets clock still ticking. Okay, the pick is now in. I was waiting. Imagine if the Jets missed this one. That would have been funny. With the 50th pick, the New York Jets like Garrett Nussmeier. Yes. Come on. Who do we think will likely see more or first today, if at all? Carson Beck or Nuss? Who do we see? Drop your take below. I'll just make a poll. Anna, feel free to cancel the streams for this Raider girl. Yeah, I thought about it. I mean, shit, I almost canceled this one to begin with because I was just so far behind. I'm like, who even cares? Okay, I'm gonna throw this in the chat. I like having polls just up next to go. I just got to make sure to spell Nussmeier right. How do you spell Beck? I don't think I spelled Nussmeier right. There it is. Got it. Poll. Bang. Bang. Got it. Nuss easy. Pavia. Damn, I should put Pavia in there. Boulets, that's a direct quote from Bravo, by the way. Can never have too many go women. Yeah, you can never have too many hoes. Oh, man. There we go. Fire John Spytek. Does he know Arizona's a bum university? Oh, you didn't see that Traden Stukes was the pick? You were genuinely asking? Damn, Otis. Yeah, no, Arizona Wildcat. I should have made the connection. Traden Stukes, get ready to start learning Arizona safety. I love the second round because a lot of these guys are going to be pretty inconsequential pieces on a roster, but we can sit here and really stress because the second round does matter. This is where great teams are built on day 2 and day 3 of the draft, but a lot of these guys are going to suck, if I'm honest. Although we all love them. Like, I could have said that yesterday, but today especially. A lot of these guys are going to suck. Who is that? Is that Curtis Martin? No. I'm done guessing. That looks nothing like Curtis Martin. I'm done guessing. Anyway. We'll pause the Donkey Kong Country, the DK.
Listen,
Oh, it is Curtis Martin!
I grew up in a little town not too far from here called Homewood.
Sweet! I saw the gold jacket and couldn't think of another Jets Hall of Famer. There are other guys, but I think I would have recognized Mark Gastineau because he would have talked about his sack and getting it back.
For all of the love and support that you've given me throughout my career.
That is so cooked.
Thank you.
No. what did I do? Not related, but the Knicks suck on the Hawks coded. Hell yeah. ATL stand up. Lakers gonna win tonight. KD not playing.
The New York Jets select D'Angelo Pons.
Hey! Okay. Good pick. Damn it, Jets. Damn it. Not a bad night, or not a bad couple of nights for the Jets. Good pick there. Golly, man. Jermod McCoy is tumbling down this board. It's like Vontae Max says. It's like tumbling is fun until you're fumbling down into the late teens, second round of a draft board. Big tumbling fan, Vontae Mack, the fictional linebacker. Thank God. All right, this is it. Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Do it for John. Come on. This one's for John. That looks nothing like Curtis Martin. Immediately showed us his name. I don't know why. It just didn't look like him. I wasn't even watching football when Curtis Martin was playing, so I felt like that was one of those bonus points I should have gotten. D'Angelo Pons is doing like a route at some sort of airport thing. That's fun. I love a player that knows how to have fun. That's on my list. I want Nuss. Bring us Nussmeier. Garrett Nussmeier. Why Brad? Why I want request out of nowhere? Why did my baby have to go to New York? No, why did my baby D'Angelo Pons have to go to New York? I mean, he could have got a Green Bay. They're picking in a couple of slots. You know what? Just because the Packers didn't have a first round pick, I don't know who they need. Is Stoner Cat still here? Who do the Packers need? Pick is in. Minnesota is sticking and picking, finally. After blundering by picking Bailey at 2, the Jets have definitely recovered IMO. I agree, but I just feel like David Bailey and Arvell Reese are going to be tied, at least for the start of their careers. And because of that, and because, you know, Big Blue over everything, fuck the Jets. I don't like their picks. I don't like any of their picks. Okay, John, you're up. Here we go. Everybody's worried for John. Jets have Minkah Fitzpatrick. Why didn't the Dolphins draft Caleb Downs? I don't want to say it yet to jinx. Okay. As far as what the Packers need, fair enough. Again, it's so damn bright in this room, but whatever. Draft day part 2. I guess I'll leave the board up, actually. I mean, if a pick gets spoiled, so be it. Packers on the clock. That's not the right mentality. I think there's a very good chance Bailey flames out in 3 years. As do I. As do I. Not rooting for it, but I think there's a high likelihood that David Bailey's not a good player. Never a big fan of his game.
With the 51st pick in the 2026 NFL
Ryan O'Neal.
Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Jake Golday, linebacker, Cincinnati.
Okay.
Welcome, brother.
Yeah, this is an off-the-ball.
Welcome, brother.
Linebacker.
Jake Golday is the pick.
When he was coming out of college, you see that speed and you see the physicality. When you're over 6'4", almost 240 pounds, and you can really run and carry guys down the slot to go along with some of that range off the edge, you'll see him rush at times.
I wanted to give DJ the mic there because I don't know what to say about Jake Golday. Okay, so clearly, I mean, you guys aren't making this seem like a great pick. I'm not very familiar with Jake Galday's game. I kind of phoned it in with linebackers. I mean, listen. Here's how I'll spin this. Okay, so Stoner Cat, everyone's apologizing to John, so that's not good. That's never great. What I will say is the Dolphins and the Vikings are sticking with their board. They're sticking with their board, whether you like it or not. 10 from John. Dang. It's not going to play the message. Okay, I literally turned the audio on and everything. It didn't play it. But 10 from John. Thank you for the 10, John. I appreciate it. I wanted that to be EMW for a few reasons. One, go Vikes. I knew John was going to give a crazy dodo if that was EMW. But again, I'm more thinking about the Vikings here. And you know what, man? I'm not going to sit here and defend this pick, but they're going to take their guys. It feels like with the need of safety, though, like, is Warren just bad? Is Manuel McNeil Warren just shitty? Can the Giants trade back into round 2 and get him? I don't know. Here's the message. In case you wanted to hear the thing say dang.
Dang.
There it is. John, you got your money's worth. I like Golday. He's a project, but I like him. I mean, 6'4", 6'4", Mike linebacker, senior out of Cincinnati. Should we do like a prospect read? Okay, so Jake Golday, 6'4.5", 239, little light for 6'4.5", but whatever. 31-inch arms, 9-inch hands, 76-inch wingspan. I wish I had any frame of reference for those numbers. Golday is a big, explosive linebacker with a game suited for work near the line of scrimmage. He attacks climbing blockers with heavy, aggressive hands. He also shows the strength to stack and compress gaps and finish with authority. While his performance at the point of attack stands out, he can be a little late diagnosing play design, so he's not super sharp between the ears. No Sonny Styles, no. And needs to work with a more preemptive downhill trigger at times. He's more powerful than elusive as a blitzer, and is average in coverage. That's not an enticing sentence. Galday's traits, explosiveness, and field demeanor, can never neglect that. His field demeanor should make him an early special team standout with the potential to eventually start at Sam or inside linebacker. That is from Lance Zerline. Now, Lance Zerline is not God, all right? Not everything he says is law, but field demeanor that could turn into a special team standout is not what you want to hear with guys that were on the board in round 2. I'm going to dip for a bit to look at the other Vikings channels for a bit. I'm pretty sure they're mad. I don't doubt it, John. I don't want to say sorry, but that's not great. I know what I want, but what the fuck is Goody going to do it? Is he going to do it? We're going to find out. Damn it. EMW might have flunked out completely on the interviews. Yeah, he might have. The interviews, man, can never be ignored. If your favorite prospect interviews poorly, he will fall. Y'all are hating Golday is underrated. I mean, I'm not even this is why we do this, so we can have these conversations. I'm not hating. I just don't know a lot about the guy, and seeing the apologies and seeing, just like Jarv said, the project that he's going to be. I mean, I don't need to know a ton to see what this turns into. High upside linebacker, low floor. Are the Vikings in a place where they can take these swings? Yeah, probably. And they netted an extra pick swap. So I guess I just think there are better players on the board. That's all I'm going to say. It's not so much a diss on Jake Galde. I just think, again, we'll do a check and just look at the prospects that are still available. So much easier. Again, a lot of receivers. Oh, why is it only wide receivers? I'm like, a lot of receivers at the top of the board. Yeah, I mean, listen, Anthony Hill probably would have been a safer pick. I don't know too much about him either, but probably would have been a safer pick. He had some round one buzz. EMW still there. Chris Brazel. Like, not saying the Vikings were going to take any of these guys in particular. It's just kind of interesting. CJ Allen's still available, by the way. So CJ Allen, that's super interesting. So CJ Allen is what, the third or fourth, depending on how you grade linebackers, third or fourth linebacker off the board, potentially? If we go to all linebackers, it should be somewhere. Am I tripping? Where? Linebackers, there it is. Okay. And we go to all statuses, right? So you have it. So this is just NFL.com. You got Sonny Styles at the top of the list, Anthony Hill, J-Rod, Jake Galde, Kyle Lewis, CJ Allen. I forgot Josiah Trotter as well. 4 inside linebackers off the board already. 5 if you count Arvell. And CJ Allen, not one of them. Interesting. I'll say right now once they announce it. Oh, shit, Brandon Sissy. Good pick. I missed it. My fault. Brandon Sissy. Good pick.
By the way, I can't say that real fast. That sounds
good
like
pick. Definitely right around where we expected him to go. But yeah, it's a bad value pick, but I'll defend Galde. Okay, fair enough. I think that's where I'll stick as well. Brandon Sissy. Again, I mean, I'll go through my notes, but I like his game. I'm trying to remember. He's an outside guy, right? Yeah, he plays outside. And that's his thing. He plays outside. But no, I mean, Brandon Sissy's a good value pick there. I think that makes a lot of sense for the Packers. I asked, did they need corner? Apparently they did. And this is the time to need a corner in the second round. I had a lot of options. Clearly, Brandon Sissy was their top guy. Again, I think when it comes to the second round and from here on out, it's going to be the guys the teams didn't pick. It's like clearly Brandon Sissy, or am I even saying that right? Is it Brandon Cisse? Brandon Cisse clearly was the top guy on the Packers board at DB, and they went and got him. Maybe they wanted D'Angelo Pons. Back in. Yup, everyone's mad. Everyone's pissed. Vikings fans are not happy. Football Analysis had a funny reaction to the Caleb Banks pick, which I'm going to pull up right now. And I'm sure the safety crowd is not going to like the fact they pass on EMW again. But here's the reaction.
All right, I don't think he's on stage yet. My stomach is in knots. Here we go. Come on.
It's Sissy. Okay,
Seen him intermittent McNeil Warren. Or Caden McDonald, just don't do something stupid.
This was yesterday, obviously.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Love a fan that gets nervous. Colts are picking.
Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. What the?
McAfee's picking real quick. Hold on. Yeah, so that's... I know I cut the reaction short there. Wait, what the hell? Wait. What? What happened? Wait, what? Oh, shoot. I'm in the wrong scene. McAfee's stoned.
Now, the Indianapolis Colts first-round draft pick was Sauce Gardner, and he's better than all of your first-round picks.
Here we go.
Sure.
I like McAfee, but I don't need the whole spiel.
The Indianapolis Colts have not won the AFC South in 12 years. That changes this year. Jim Irsay from the football heavens cured Daniel Jones's torn Achilles. Michael Pittman got sent to the Steelers, and in return, we got football gods with the 53rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The AFC South Kings, Indianapolis Colts select CJ Allen.
Good pick. Good pick.
Georgia.
Finally. Beck. Almost going to be the pick here. Carson Beck. That's right. I can talk myself into liking Banks because it's just a broken foot, but damn, man. Yeah, I mean, damn. CJ Allen, outstanding pick there. I thought he would have definitely gone earlier. Hell, the earliest I had him in mock drafts was 12 to Dallas. He just went 53 to the Colts. Exciting day in Indy. Look, again, for the teams that didn't have first round picks, Bengals, Packers, Colts, I think they're leaving round 2 happy. Pat knows how to know the fuck out of everyone, man. Again, I like Pat McAfee. but that was a bit rich. That was a bit rich. He talks very WWE, if that makes sense. Very like, you know, and that it's just the way it is because I said, you know, because X persons, because Stone Cold said so. I'm trying to think someone else who does that, but you know what I mean? Very like WWE talk, and that's fine when you're on stage at a WWE event, but when you're picking 53 in the draft, the whole spiel, it could have left it at home. Granted, Pat McAfee is home, lives in Pittsburgh. I'm not trying to hate. I just wish these pick announcers wouldn't spend so much time like milking it. It'd be one thing if it was like a Make-A-Wish kid and was like, I fucking love this team. If we're, you know, this is our year and I might not even live to see it, but you know what? I like this player and go us. That's sick. But watching a celebrity or a former player go up there and be like, yeah, buddy, I know this city has an opinion on me and I'm going to take this moment for myself instead of the player that's getting drafted. Eagles are picking. Did the Eagles move up or were they just selecting here? I guess they were just picking here. Wait, so who did you want? I mean, I would have guessed. I think everyone from here on out is going to want Jermod McCoy. The Eagles are about to grab him. Watch, the Eagles are about to take Jermod McCoy, and everyone's going to be like, oh my God, the Eagles are so smart. I wish Pat talks more. He's really understated as well. He's really understated welcome. Brian Westbrook.
With the 54th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft.
See, that's the way you do it. You just get up with your son. Because this moment isn't about you.
NFC East champions, Philadelphia Eagles select Eli Stowers.
Eli Stowers!
Let's go, Bird!
That was cute. Fuck the Eagles, but that was cute. Okay. This is normally how I react when it's a bad pick. This is a good pick. I'm just surprised. I forgot about Stowers. I like Stowers' game. I think you're getting 70 to 80% of Kenyon Sadiq for half the cost. That's just a good value play. Damn it, man. Damn, dude. The Eagles leave with Mekhi Lemon and Stowers. Jeez, man. No excuses left, Jalen Hurts. So AJ Brown is for sure gone, for the record. Because Eli Stowers is more of a wide receiver than anything. He's more of a big body wide receiver than anything. And they re-signed Dallas Goedert. So AJ Brown is for certain gone. I just wonder if it's going to happen this week or next. EMW falling like mad. Yeah, no, seriously. EMW is falling like crazy. I can't believe this. We're really killing this second round, by the way. Stowers, damn. Designer tight end. That's true. He is. He is designer tight end by every letter of the law. Chargers move down. Sorry. Sorry, Gunnar Gash. 4293. But it is not Chargers time, unfortunately. You know, I really got to give a moment. Thank you to Otis for alienating every AFC West team that joins this chat. Thank you for always dunking on Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos fans when they join. But Mahi's calling LFG because this very well could be EMW, Woof, or Jermod. Those are the two top names that are falling down the board. But yeah, welcome to the day 2 of the NFL Draft, Gunner. You think your team is picking, and then all of a sudden, they're not. And the broadcast didn't even bother to tell you. They're playing a Shane Gillis Bud Light ad right now. They don't even tell you the compensation. Let's see what the Chargers got. What did the Chargers trade for? They moved down a couple of spots, I would imagine, probably to the end of the round. Yeah, they did. So let's see what the Chargers got. Also, I'll just finish out the football. And now, I just thought this reaction was funny. Here's Caleb Banks, in case you forgot.
The hell are we? Okay. Okay, we take a defensive tackle with injury concerns at 18 overall, with Dylan Thieneman and Emmanuel McNeil-Warren on the board.
Also took a corner with Emmanuel McNeil-Warren on the board. Sorry, a linebacker, Jake Galde. Jake Galde mentioned. Friend of the channel, Jake Galde. For the record, Chase Bisontis was a really good pick. Credit where it's due to Arizona. Everyone said they had to address O-line. They're going to. I wanted to see what this was. I know this has nothing to do with the draft. I'm going to check out what the Chargers got. I just want to see where's the $1,000 game type thing. Okay, I guess not. Anyway, pick is in for the Patriots. Let's see what the Chargers send, and then we'll watch the pick. Chargers, Jets. I don't know why that came up for Chargers. Chargers should do it. That's been so like, okay, so the Chargers got 63, 131, and 202 in exchange to move down 8 spots in the second round. So there you are, my Charger fans out there, the incountable amount of you. It looks like he wants to cry. This would be me if we drafted Lover Tyson. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm glad we got a reaction to that, because yeah, that's the thing. Chargers temp got him retired. All right, let's fucking relax, Otis. Let's fucking relax. But yeah, man, no, it's a funny reaction. It's like damn near on the brink of tears. And I get that. Shoot, my team took Daniel Jones 6th overall with Josh Allen on the board. Josh Hines Allen, I should say. A special teamer with EMW. I wonder if he remade that video. I'm sure Football Analysis is streaming now. We should just check in on his stream. By the way, as far as faceless sports content goes, I love what Football Analysis does. Straight to the point, detailed, opinionated stuff. It tells you what you want to know. I wish. I have to add all the bells and whistles. I wish they would put up details on the screen for all these guys. That's what I mean! Put it on the lower third. It's right here. I don't need to be reminded that the Patriots signed Kevin Byard, although I did forget that they signed Kevin Byard. I'm not like this shit doesn't matter. Can we just quick read? Quick read. It's like, yeah, all right. Patriots lost Garrett Bradbury. Oh well, shit. Got myself retarded, not gonna first time got either way, just throw it out there. Anytime I see that word in the chat, I gotta hold it down a little bit. But then again, it's a YouTube chat. Like, if this stream gets any bigger, I'm not going to be able to keep up with anything. It's not like it's a classroom. Guys, be nice to each other. At the end of the day, shit happens. I just don't have a mod, so I got to be careful. Celebrating 250 of America's military. Yeah, let's give a moment for the men and women that fight for this nation. I mean, I'm glad, but like, who are the Patriots picking? Hunnaball hates the troops, along with BoJack Horseman. But yeah, man. I could say it. I'm one of them. Fair enough, I guess. I don't think that argument tracks the way you think it does. Jonathan Grenard to the Eagles for a third? No shit. No shit. Really? I don't think a third is bad compensation. But damn. Just like that, huh? Let's check Shefty and see. Yeah. 47 seconds ago. Jonathan Grenard for pick 98. Well, maybe that pick could turn into EMW. I shouldn't have said that. Okay, the rich. Yeah, god damn it. Well, every team. Pick is going in for Raj. Let's hear this.
To defend our country's freedom.
Giving our military a moment.
With the 55th pick.
I'm out on the spectrum.
NFL draft.
You and me both, pal.
The New England Patriots
55 overall.
Gabe Akis.
Gabe Akis! There he is!
Guys, really good play.
Oh, wait, 98 this year and a third next year. Oh, wait, is it a third next year? Did I misread it? Oh, you're right. 98 and a third next year. That's not bad compensation. I just wish the Eagles would stop getting good players. Like Gabe Akis, everyone's favorite meme of the draft, Gabe Ass, as they call him. Yeah, man. Pick 55, going to the Patriots. Congratulations to Gabriel. Again, I think every team from here on out, they're like everyone's fans are going to be up in arms until Warren and McCoy. I already forgot the guy's name. He's already an afterthought. McCoy go off the board. We took the meme. Yeah, you did. You took the meme. The rest are out of Illinois. And I don't think it's a bad pick. This Jonathan Grenard trade is not nothing to ignore. Shit, again, I don't want to like beat a dead horse here, but this is an interesting trade. Again, 2/3 is not bad compensation, but is he in a contract year or did he get a raise? Oh shit, there you go. He's getting an extension as well. Should have hit read more. Grenard and the Eagles reached an extension for 4 years, $100 million that includes $50 million guaranteed. You know what? Listen, it's interesting that Jonathan Grenard gets traded right now as, Gabe Akis and other pass rushers go off the board. It's like, would you rather draft a guy right now or would you rather trade 2 threes and a full contract for Jonathan Grenard, who we know is good? So I'm curious, John, how are you feeling about this move? We definitely need a pass rush. I'm good with this. I know nothing about him yet. Everyone knows Gabe Akis the name, but no one knows Gabe Akis the man. Jags picking yet? Jags are on the clock. Is this the first Jags pick of the day, by the way? There it is. This sounds good. We got fleeced. There it is. $10 from John. We got fleeced. Damn it. I wish that wasn't the dono message. I wish it was. We're having a great day. Paul Pulaski.
In the 2026 NFL Draft,
I remember Paul.
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Nate Borkacher.
Hey! That's a reach. I'm confident enough in my draft analysis to call it as it is. That's a reach. Confident enough. Sorry. Forgot to turn off the donation sound. Wait.
But he is a hand in the ground.
Never mind. That sucks. Probably my least favorite pick of the day. Sorry, Gail. I don't know if Gail's here. That pick sucks in my opinion. Landmine shit team for the next GM. Good luck, man. Jetta's gonna win out after another shit year. This team is so unserious. Weird to make that move without a GM. I do agree. The Jets, the Vikings, not the Jets. The Vikings are going through this draft and trading a star edge rusher for a couple of thirds without a GM. You know, damn. That's all I can say. Bears pick is in. Bears got 2 picks in the next 4. Well, Hannah, I'm here at the draft theater. Smells like weed and hot ass. Not to mention Wiz Khalifa says he lives smoking weed. Well, I mean, black and yellow, right? Isn't that his thing? Black, yellow, and green, I guess. Geez, now it sounds like I'm singing Karma Chameleon. Black, yellow, and green. My mind's all over the place. This is draft day, Hannah. It's funny. I've talked about this a bunch, but my last few draft streams have had no one in them, so I'm able to just like, oh, holy shit, what the hell? But now I have like chat to interact with, which is great. It's a good problem to have. It's just funny. I didn't realize how overwhelmed I would be covering the draft and the chat, but it's fun. It's a fun balancing act. Grenard went to the Eagles. Yes, he did, and it is a good trade. Honestly, for both sides, I'm not knocking the Vikings for trading a guy who they like. Grenard was gonna go. And I thought I was going to get that alert with just 1 single third. They got 2. I just wish he didn't go to Philly. That's it. That's all I want to say on the Jonathan Grenard trade. But I think the Eagles got a good one, which is very commonplace these days. Right when I think the Giants are stepping up to finally win the division for the first time since 2008, I want to say. Eagles step up, make some good picks. Dallas doing their thing. Manders get Sonny Styles. Damn. Of course, the Commanders have like no picks this draft, so hopefully they keep falling apart. But we got so much worse. Every team got better. This team got actively worse. Next comment. Every time Roger announces a pick, we boo Roger. That's fun. See, that's people like, why do people go to the draft? It's like, that's fun. That's fun. I'm glad you made the trip to DCT. I'm glad. Just in time for day 2, the real day for draft junkies. Could be worse. You get a trip to safety from Arizona. Yeah, everybody feel for Otis now. Hey, man, I'll tell you, the girl I met, the nurse, said she loves where the direction the Raiders are going. And she's like, I love Fernando Mendoza. I'm like, I love you, mama. John, I'm trying to not be an ass, but like, legit, what are their game plans for the Vikings here? How's this going so far? Damn, the Nuss Beck poll is actually getting a little close. I should have thrown Pavia in there. But, yeah, again, I'm trying... I take no joy in dunking on the people in this chat, but I am sitting here like at odds a little bit about the Vikings because I kind of want to like go in on the Vikings. They've made a couple of head-scratching picks, and you get a D tackle and a linebacker, and it could work out. Like I know it's a lot deeper than just their position, but it just feels like the Vikings didn't get any value today or yesterday, and then they trade Gennard for 2/3, and it's like that's fine. But if you're going to draft like this, you may as well hold on to the fucking guy. So, like, I'm not a team builder, and I'd be damned if I knew a ton of what's going on in Minnesota. But, like, I mean, John's saying it. Vikings fans everywhere are saying it. Stoner Cat's saying it. Mai's saying it. I think everyone in here's saying it. The Vikings are not making great moves today. And I think the Chargers moved out again. No, they didn't. Never mind. Tell her we're screwed because we drafted a safety from Arizona. I'll go back. It's funny because... My mom has been doing this wrist surgery thing, and if you're watching, but my mom's been doing this wrist surgery thing, and by doing this thing, I mean, you know, getting surgery on a broken wrist, and it's kind of a pain in the ass driving to X-rays, one spot, ER over here, primary care doctor. It's a lot of trips, and it's kind of inconvenient. But today I went with her to the rehab thing, met the cute Raiders fan, and I'm kind of like, I think I want to go back. So you know what? Next week when I go there, I'll tell her. I'll be like, you may be like Mendoza, but Trayden Stukes sucks. And also, what is your number? There'll be another football analysis clip on Twitter later. He's close to a full-on rage fit. Should we just tune into his stream? Should we stream raid football analysis? Am I big enough to stream raid? Not even close. But let's pull this up because this is what everyone's talking about. I know this is really shitty streaming, but I definitely can't go as into detail with it as say he can.
Big boards, you probably had him around the 80 to 90 range. Logan Jones, to me, good player, really good run.
I just want to see if he's talking
runs that he will.
I want to find the Vikings pick in specific.
It's here. Let me just confirm. They take Illinois edge Gabe Akis, but gave it a B-. So,
is he in tears?
I mean, he's a good player to have in the middle of your defense. I like, make no mistake about it. I certainly
is rehab therapist a doctor or something? Is she a nurse on? It's like a nurse to a nurse that works at a doctor's office, as they normally do. But increase the volume. Yeah.
Like the pick, but I would give it, if I had to give it a draft grade, I would personally give the Jake Golday pick probably a B-.
Is it Golday?
If I had to give it an initial grade, I'm just not a fan of drafting a far inferior player to Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. But look, Jake Golday, it's hard to get, I would say, too upset about a player and a team that.
Jimbo Covert making the pick for the Bears. Hold on.
Hit it right there, Jimbo. Right there on your screen.
I'm liking those cheese grades.
Bears up!
My man. Grate that cheese right up.
Oh, a nurse practitioner, probably. Yeah, I would say.
With the 57th
yes, that's what it is. Never he plugged it with medical
draft,
terms.
Chicago Bears select Logan Jones, center.
Hey, okay. Solid pick.
What do you know? Iowa's producing an offensive lineman. Where have you heard that before?
You're absolutely in shock.
Solid pick.
This is a day one starter at center, and you think about
day one starter, upper torque, recoverability. Nice. You know what they say? Best ability is recoverability. Let's finish this little thought here. We'll get back to Logan Jones. If anyone wants me to talk about him, it's Galday. Galday. I see. Okay, Galday.
Excuse me, I almost lost my voice there. 2 players in your front 7 with the first 2 picks that, at their best, will significantly improve the team. I can at least see the vision with where the Vikings are going. Again, certainly would have preferred Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, but it's not the worst
Great pick. Mahi likes the Logan Jones pick. Hell yeah.
People are saying Omega Cope. It's not the worst pick. So
Omega Cope. I thought this guy was like, I thought football analysis was like on the verge of tears.
People are saying Vikings Cope. People are going to say Cope. Jake Golden.
Browns trading up, by the way.
Is still a good player.
Pick 58. Pick is in, by the way.
I gave it a B-. I didn't give it an A. I didn't give it an. It's certainly not an F. It's not an F. But gave it a B-.
Hell yeah. I'm sure there are better clips in that. I'll wait for the big Twitter clip because I'm sure there are better clips. But I go sifting through a live stream is hell, unless it's a Hunnaball live stream. Let's double check, see if anything else is happening in the NFL space, and we'll get back to the draft. Bears are just trolling the Vikings. Jeez, is that it? Was Logan Jones on the Vikings board? I mean, apparently DJ is fired up about the Colton Hood pick. John Harbaugh, I want a great room. I want a dominant room. I want a bunch of pit bulls out there, not a bunch of sissies that want out. Making plays in the football. Colton Hood gives us another guy in here to do that, push everybody. So you put Pitbull in the room, you see what he does. I like the fit a lot, and I'm glad the Giants executed on getting a corner because, again, adding Denard Wilson, who has a secondary. Oh, shit! Emmanuel McNeil-Warren's a Brown! Whoa!
Everybody sees players differently.
Jeez, man. I'm talking about Colton Hood, the pick from 20 picks ago. EMW is finally off the board, and a damn good pick for Cleveland. So Cleveland leaves the first 2 rounds, unless they trade back into round 2, which I don't think is going to happen. They leave with Spencer Fano, Casey Concepcion, Denzel Boston, and EMW. Those are all impact players, and I got to hand it to the Browns. Andrew Berry catches a lot of strays, and rightfully so. He's the general manager for the fucking Browns. But he drafts well, at least the last couple years. Last year, the Browns had a great unit. This year, I like what they've done so far in the first couple of rounds. Let's hope they can keep it up. Honestly, if I had to by and large one of my favorite drafts, now that EMW is off the board and we can look at the Browns draft in total, sick. They addressed everything they needed to. They sent, in order to get back 58, they sent 150. No, they got back 58 and 152, sent 70 and 107. So that's a 2 and a 5 in exchange for a 3 and a 4. Brown up. Oh my God. John is not happy. What do my Jags do? They took Nate Burt Kreischer. I'm not a huge fan of it, but again, what the hell do I know? I skipped tight end week. What a draft by Cleveland. We knew this was going to happen. Whoever was going to take EMW. Same thing with Colton Hood, or same thing with why do I keep getting Colton Hood and Jermod McCoy mixed up? But when Jermod McCoy goes, we're all going to be applauding. It's like great pick, great pick. But seriously though, I like what the Browns have done. I see the vision now. Billy Miller making the pick.
To announce a pick.
That better be special because there's no way we draft a backup blocking tight end with the second. That's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for the Jags or the player going this high. Didn't hear a lot of Nate Burt Kreischer talk. He's no designer tight end though. I'll say that.
Definitely have to say hello to my 2 children, Jaden and Celeste. Give a shout out to the Care League. Last and not least, Bushwood Elite and the Winning Edge. This is special for me because I know this kid personally, which is ironic.
Hey.
With the 59 pick for the Houston Texans, they select Marlon Klein, tight end, University of Michigan.
Run of tight ends. Marlon Klein.
That's where he grew up. He's got
okay.
size and speed. And just when you
listen, these are not my favorite tight ends, but damn it, they're going. They are going. We're having a big run of tight ends. Okay, I guess. Marlon Klein. Prignone and McCoy are the main draft followers. Yeah, McCoy is for sure the main draft follower. He might get to Shador level. Prignone, I'd say, well, I don't think it would have been that far-fetched to see Prignone fall out of round 2. I would have expected him to go higher, but clearly he's not. I mean, he's in the thumbnail, for God's sake. I thought he was going to be a little bit higher, but he'll go today. Prignone will go. Texans on the clock. If they take McCoy here, this becomes one of the greatest defenses of all time. Well, they didn't do it. They took Marlon Klein. What do you know about Marlon Klein? Seriously, do you guys know anything about him? Because I don't. He did transfer as a high school junior to play football in Georgia. Titans on the clock. They'd moved up with, is that Buffalo? Chicago that they most recently traded with. Pick is in for the Titans. Boy. Again, I don't think they'll go corner, but I think for the rest of this draft, it's going to be Jermod McCoy watch. Frankly, we'll do a board check at the end of the round. I told y'all about McCoy. Don't get drafted high when you miss an entire season. You did say that. I said it yesterday. I'm very impressed with some of the calls that have been in this chat, particularly Reese falling to 5. What else was it? Tyson going higher. I guess that was more like an Otis thing, and then the McCoy thing as well. Carnell Tate, that was the big one. Carnell Tate to the Titans. That was the most impressive. If I had to give a Hunnaball most valuable pick, the MVP, that would definitely go to Giants fan 10 for calling Carnell Tate at 4 months ago. Made a ton of sense. In fact, I was going through my old streams to try for the clip, and I did find it when we gave Carnell Tate at 4. And even I at the time was like, I don't know, but fuck it, makes sense. And I remember Giants fan 10 was pounding the table. Oh man, I'm gonna have headset hair for this date. By the way, drop a like, new haircut. I like it, man. Cause okay, he cut it like he bowled it. So he brushed it down and then just cut it down the eyebrow, which normally is a disaster waiting to happen. But this barber did it right. Fun story with the barber. I remember last time I got a haircut on stream, everyone was like, "Oh, nice cut," but I didn't love it because the barber that cut it was drunk. He smelled like alcohol. He looked drunk. Oh, and he also had an open bottle of wine and tequila on the table. New Year's Eve is when I got the haircut. So December 30th, the guy was drunk, but he told me that he was starting his own practice, his own barber shop. So when he was drunk, I figured, I don't want to ruin this guy's life. I'm not going to complain. However, he did fuck me up. Fast forward to today, I walk in and I see that same guy, the same guy who was supposed to open up his own shop, working there. And boy, was I stressed because I did not want to get the drunk barber I didn't really have much time to decide which chair I went into. Thankfully, I went to my guy who cut my hair 2 cuts ago, and he did a hell of a job. Shout out to my boy, Ben. Big Ben, the hair cutter, did me right. What is a normal amount to spend on a cut? I'd take 30. $30 is about as cheap as you're going to get a haircut, I would find. Even Supercuts is like 30, $35. Cutting hair ain't free. That's another thing. Why is it so damn expensive? But then again, it's 30 is not much. For a half hour of work, that's really not much. Driving now, so probably no more reactions. Just know I'm mad. I'm sorry that you're mad, John. But I'll try and make this a good car listen as we keep up with the draft. Yeah, I'm just oversimplifying it for a quick message. Fair enough. Otis, that's nowhere near the reason he hasn't gone yet. It's I see it. It's a completely different issue in the other knee that people just learned about before the draft. If it was just a torn ACL, he would have been picked by now. Fair enough. A degenerative knee issue in the other knee. Having 2 bad knees sucks. As a cornerback or an NFL player in general, that sucks. Fun fact, Jeremy Bernard is the first post-Saban era Alabama player to be drafted. Is that right? No Alabama players went last night? Not a single Bama Crimson Tide? What is their mascot? Bama Elephants? Not a single person rolled Tide in? Damn, I guess so. I can't think of anyone. That's so strange. Again, double checking, but yeah, no. I mean, I'm looking at this manually. It's really still Caden Proctor, but I guess he wasn't the post-Saban era. I would imagine he was there. Caleb Downs also spent a year at Bama, so I guess he counts too. Ty Simpson, holy shit, Ty Simpson too. Ty Simpson worked with both DeBoer and Saban. Oh shit, Anthony Hill. I jumped it, but Anthony Hill good pick.
Texas.
Jeffrey Simmons made it. Good pick. Caden Proctor, Logan Proctor was here for Saban, I think. I see. So like a full run without Saban, like being recruited and drafted by Kalen DeBoer. I guess that makes sense. That's not the real question. The question is, how much are you tipping your barber?
He tested extremely well. Ended up running
Look,
4.51.
I would not call myself a cheap tipper. Okay, I'm not a bad tipper, but I do tip according to service. Hate it or love it, I'm too broke to not. If I had money, I would tip 20% and not even think about it regardless. But I'm too broke to not think through my tip. Especially now, everywhere you go, they ask you what tips you can give. What extra bonus can you give to offset the corporate spending? Can you supplement the rest of my income? The company I work for won't do it, and they'd rather make you upset at me while they're saving the money on the back end. Tip culture is so stupid because we get mad at the wrong people. What I'm saying is, I tip the barber on a $30 haircut. It ranges from $5 to $15. Okay, on a $30 haircut, right? $5 is the bare minimum. I'm not leaving a barber shop without tipping. Of course, one time I did tip a nickel. That was a different story. But maxing out at 15. If I really like the haircut, I'm maxing out at 15. The reason I'm making this so long and drawn out is because every time I get out of a barber chair, I hate the haircut. So it's tough to give a confident tip when I haven't given myself the chance to style it. Again, the guy really made me look like a damn idiot when I got out of the chair. I looked like this out of the chair, and it's not the end of the world, but it's a little flatter than I would have liked. It didn't look great. But then I got to do it up a little bit, and now I'm feeling it again. Proctor was there for Saban, I think. I feel you on the broke thing. 20% if you aren't broke is crazy. What do you mean? Okay, now the NFL.com is Max Clare.
With the Rams. So much 13
hell yeah.
personnel playing with 3 tight ends. They've got
bigger body. Damn, big run on tight ends. Jeez, I didn't know this was going to be this popular. Damn, I guess. Who was the first one off the board? Or I guess Stowers? No, even earlier than that. At first, I was like very surprised, but yeah, we're seeing it. We are seeing it. Where's the other tight end that went? Was it just Stowers? I guess it was. Yeah, it was Stowers, and then, rest of these guys. I can't afford my barber to be disgruntled. Got to pay for him for his value. I guess if you know your barber, it's different. I'm still kind of in that talking phase with my current barber. I'm not Joe Shane. I'll be honest, I just give my barber an extra 30 on top of the 35 I already paid. That's how you should do it. But what I'm saying is, if I had money, I would tip 20% as the floor. That's the floor. But hell, yeah, like I said, you could double up a haircut, especially something like $30. That's the way to do it. Shoot. Ponies still don't pick. Bills moving up. Ponies moving down. Still have not seen a Denver Broncos selection. They're not going to have one in the first 2 rounds. Interesting stuff. I'm not Joe Shane. That's true. Cheap bastard. Went to a coffee shop that had a 5% tip option. Crazy world. Needless to say, my friend who was paying smashed that button and tipped 7 cents. Yeah, so one time I hit other tip, and I hit 5 and then enter, and I didn't type in the full thing, so I ended up tipping a nickel, and that was for a haircut, and I felt bad, and I told the barber that I would get him back. And then today was my chance to get him back, and I didn't, because I didn't like the haircut. So next time I'll get him back. My boy Ben, if you're watching, I got you next time. That's another $5 coming down the pike, buddy. But he gave me a handshake after the tip. He was like, thank you. I was like, thank you. Thank you for a good haircut. I don't hate the Chargers. I hate the LA Charger fans, not San Diego Charger fans. Well, what about fake Charger fans? What about football casuals that tune in to watch the Chargers and then turn off the game and don't overthink it all? What about the fans that are able to enjoy being a Chargers fan? What do we think of those? Because I'm not a fan of that. I don't appreciate happy sports fans. That's a waste, in my opinion. Bills still on the clock, by the way. Pick is not in. So the Bills moved up and didn't know who they were going to take. Or they're still figuring it out. You know, we don't see very often, and I understand why, but it would be kind of cool. A trade and trade. So, like, say the Bills traded up now, and they were working the phones, and then flip this pick to another team. That's what Howie Roseman should do, since apparently every GM in the fucking league loves him. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I love how easy it is for the Eagles. Every LA Chargers fan is a fake fan. I mean, most LA sports fans are fake fans. Unless they're a Lakers fan or Dodgers, it doesn't count. It just doesn't count. Even Rams fans, you can make that argument for. There aren't a lot of true Rams fans. I do know a couple. But, you know, some of them pop in this chat. But Rams fans are an interesting bunch. Yeah. You want to hear about cheap bastard? Look up the Tom Dundon and the Trailblazer situation. Oh, I'm familiar. Why print out shirts? We're going to lose anyway. You know that's the conversation the Blazers are having. It's like, why make shirts? Why pay the staff? Why even bother? Why are we even playing basketball when we could be making money? What's the point? Think about the shareholders. Socialist Hunna's taking the day off, though. It's draft day. Socialist Hunna didn't come in today. He called out. Dodgers fans are fake. They don't even watch regular season. Well, Jarv watches. Jarv, you watch regular season baseball, don't you? Oh, the camera turned off. I was like, what the hell happened? Who wouldn't watch regular season Dodgers baseball? It's a 1-1 series, though, and Wemby is out. Wemby is questionable. I don't think he's playing the next game, but he is participating in shoot-arounds. Also, Austin Reeves has a chance to play tonight. Another thing worth noting. AR-15, get in there, man, because KD is out. So if you guys are watching basketball tonight, which, you know, I've honestly, this is a football channel, but to be real with you guys, I would have watched the Lakers game if I wasn't streaming. I love the draft, but playoff Laker basketball is different. Lakers are up, by the way. 59-48, going into the half, almost. So there you are. Pick is in for the Bills, finally. I'm going to turn the sound on, that way I don't miss it again. I can't believe I missed the EMW pick. Still, though, great pick from the Browns. What are your guys' favorite drafts so far? Non-your team, which I guess that doesn't apply to all of us. I say that like, oh, don't leave your bias at the door, as if, you know, John's going to get in here. Actually, you know, I love what the Vikings are doing. I'm watching the Celtics game right now. Lakers are already playing right now. I'm watching. Yeah, shit. I got to check in on the Celtics game as well. Boston up by 5. Oh my God, dude. I take no joy from not dunking, but, you know, being combative with people in the chat, but I would love for Boston to lose this one. 5-point game in Philly, man. Anything's possible. Paul George having a good day. There's Jim Kelly.
Buffalo. With the 62nd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select David Igbinosun.
Ooh.
DB, Ohio State.
That is not Jim Kelly. Wow. Okay, Davison Igbinison. You know what? I like the pick. I thought he would have gone later, though. I feel like he would have gone later. I expect him to be there in round 3. Honestly. Good pick, I guess. I hate the Bears, but they did well with their picks. Instant impact guys. That's a good one as well. Bears did have a good day. I mean, clearly you're big on the Logan Jones selection. And that's fair. Good pick, Bears. Watching UFL right now, DC Defenders and Steins are lame names for teams. Defenders sucks. I agree. Stallions is kind of cool. I like Stallions, but Stallions sounds kind of like very like Madden create a team, but Defenders sucks. I agree. I like all the Browns picks. Hell yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. By the way, if you're wondering, the Broncos netted an extra 6th-round pick to move down 4 spots. So there you go. Browns or Giants, least favorites. The Vikings can't get behind it at all. Fair enough. Fair enough, Bullets. I like it. Browns or Giants. Hey, man, I'm happy. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, leave your bias at the door, Giants fans. Because honestly, I think the Giants have had the best draft. But I know that I'm biased there. Chiefs and Browns, probably my favorite draft. Dolphins and Jets, honorable mentions. Wow. Some love for the Dolphins. Damn, that's interesting. But again, we got a big Caden Proctor fan here and Giants fan 10. Not the biggest fan of what the Raiders are doing. Browns are best today. Giants best overall. Yeah, anytime you get a guy who could have gone in the top 15 at the back end of round 2, that's a dub if you ask me. Chargers pick is in. Seahawks on the clock. Nuss is winning the poll. I'm going to leave that up until one of them gets picked. So we'll see. But like I said, we should not see any quarterbacks today. I'm telling you. I am curious, though, how many picks are there in this 3rd round? I'm not rushing off this stream. Why would I be doing that? There are going to be 36 picks as opposed to our normal 32, with the Vikings getting 2 comp picks. Hey-oh! One of which they just got from Philly, pick 98. So we're going to get back-to-back Vikings. No Giants, but 3 Vikings 3rd-round picks. So stay tuned in if you're a Vikings fan, or any fan. Drop a like. Go Giants. Chargers pick is in. So we're going to see. Genuinely, though, Otis, I'm curious. Like, aside from the Arizona ASU heated rivalry, what is... You really don't like the Trade and Stukes pick? I don't think it's the best value. I think there were better guys on the board, but I don't think it's a bad pick. Clearly, McNeil Warren has some concerns, whether it's personality, injury, something is happening that we don't know. It always does with a safety. Anyway, here comes... Is that Michael Strahan? No, it isn't. Sean Merriman. It is Sean Merriman. Good eye, Hunnaball.
Wait a minute.
I'm very proud of myself for getting most of these right, by the way. I should not know what these guys look like under their helmets. Sean Merriman's another Reebok guy, by the way. I think he lives near me.
That's a durable suit.
He hosts a lot of football camps. Him and Matt Leinart.
With the 63rd pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select Jake Slaughter, guard.
Jake Slaughter. Chargers address the offensive line.
He was a center there at Florida, but they signed Tyler Biadasz in free agency, so
there you go.
Give him a whirl at guard. Remember,
clearly they're going to play him as a guard. Jake Slaughter, a couple things about him. He ran a 5'10", 40-yard dash, and that's all I know about him. His name's Jake Slaughter. That's a good name for an offensive lineman. We'll leave this up. There you go. Second team All-American for the Chargers, getting that interior offensive line shirt up. And then their other pick was defense, right? Defensive tackle. Like, how do I not remember who the Chargers took? Who else did they get? Akeem Mesidor, that's right. Good pick. I'm just so surprised. I didn't think Mesidor was going to get to the Chargers, so I'm just so surprised they got him. That's a good value pick. John's not happy. Wild last name, cool as hell. Hell yeah. Jake Slaughter. Get that. Lee Hunter got picked, right? Yeah, Lee Hunter got picked. I was like, is the dream still alive for my Giants to match the name with the jersey? Didn't want a safety. We still need so much more after free agency. I wouldn't even downs that much if he was on the board. Wow, I wouldn't even want downs. Holy shit. So what, should it have been receiver? I think receiver is kind of what Raiders Nation was hoping for. Which, hell, it could have been anyone, frankly. Could have been I I thought Denzel Boston made a lot of sense to the Raiders there, but clearly it didn't. Clearly Cleveland's his new home. I like what the Browns are doing, man. I gotta say. I mean, of course, anytime you have 3 third-round picks, you're gonna like what you get, but still, I like this, man. Denzel Boston. I guess they took Casey yesterday. My bad. They have 2 second-round picks, 2 first-round picks. Like, they should have one of the best drafts. Like the Jets. The Jets had 3 first-round picks. They should hit on one of them. Yeah, they of course they should have a good draft. I'm trying to remember if the Jets had 2 or 3 first-round picks, but I think it was 3. Right, they moved back up. Dave Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, and Omar Cooper. They did move back up. So this is the second round. Once the Seahawks pick, we'll probably just get rid of this. But in case you missed it, what are the betting odds on Surratt to the Raiders? Ooh, that's probably a good fit. When's the Raiders' next pick? 3rd? Ooh, it very well could happen. Could be the Cardinals, but I don't see it. I don't think Denver's going to grab a receiver. Yeah. Is 67 a little rich for Surratt? I think so, but maybe next round. Maybe that's what they're, or maybe with their second pick, 91. Maybe. Feels a little rich, though, at 67 at least. At pick 6, 7. So here's the second round of the draft. In case you missed it, if there's any pick you missed, here they are. I got to say some big standout picks thus far from my perspective. Obviously, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at 26 in the round, 58 overall is really good value unless he's got like a missing shin that we don't know about. Anthony Hill at 60 solid. But the ones that stand out to me a lot are CJ Allen at 53. I like that pick a lot. I really like CJ Allen's game. I like Lee Hunter there at 49. Jake Galday, probably my favorite pick of the whole draft. Just kidding, but it's something. I like what Miami did getting J-Rod. That's probably one of my favorite picks. Saints getting Kristen Miller, solid. Obviously what the Browns did as a whole was good. Texans getting Caden McDonald makes a ton of sense. And frankly, I'm kind of glad they did. They jumped us, which ensures that we shored up that secondary, which makes me happy. And those are probably the picks that stand out to me. Chase Bisontis is also pretty interesting. What about you guys? Any other picks that I missed that you thought were really solid? Seahawks picking.
Purdue football.
Their next picks, I take McCoy, Branch, Brignone, Williams. Oh, that's right. Forgot about Antonio Williams.
Final pick of round 2. Here it comes.
What up, 12s?
Who is this? Oh, shit. Cliff Averill mentioned. Nice. Or Cliff Averill sighting, I guess.
64th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the world champs, Seattle Seahawks select Bud Clark, DB,
Sweet.
TCU.
Bud. Nice. Good pick. Good pick. Yeah, I think Bud Clark's good. Fun. Good pick. Malachi Fields also. Yeah. And by good pick, I mean like I'm familiar with Bud Clark. I know who he is. I don't know much about his game, but I know that's not a crazy reach. Wild that the Seahawks took a running back ahead of a safety. If the Seahawks see safety as a position in need, I don't know. I probably would have flipped the order, but clearly the board fell the way they wanted it to. I'm kind of iffy on the Seahawks draft. I think a lot of people are. They know what they're doing. The problem is that they have like no draft capital after this, so they really needed to hit on these picks. And to be fair, they took some safer positions, I guess, but you never know with safety. You never know with running back. I don't love what the Seahawks are doing, but the Cardinals pick is in. John's not happy. John's not happy that Bud Clark is off the board. Bud. Cardinals still on the clock. Otis really wants a good wide receiver or a corner. Well, I wanted a good corner, and here we are. Last thing I'm hoping for, Giants moving back in and grabbing Dominique Orange. Big citrus. Cardinals making their selection. Here come the Air Force, Navy, some sort of armed people. All right, man, best of luck with your date. It's going to hit the hay. Time difference is killing me. I hear you, Bullets. I appreciate it. Tune in tomorrow for the Hunnaball Hinge update, how the date went. And I'm going to try and get a date going for tomorrow as well. So we're going to go for the double stack. We're going for the back-to-back on draft day. But I got a date today. That's the Hinge update. If it goes through, of course. You never know. In the parlance of our times, it's in 2 hours. Oh, boy. I still get nervous for first dates. It's weird. I shouldn't. I should just not give a shit. I will be honest with you guys. I know the whole bit has been, if there's a pick, there's a Hunnaball reaction stream. But if the NFL, Roger Goodell, and everybody else is going to milk the hell out of this, I got to go at 7:30 West. So we got about an hour 15. I might miss the back end of round 2, which hurts me, but there's that stupid Eagles fan that hurts me, but is what it is, fellas. Ryan Eckley, don't forget. Ryan Eckley. I hope you rejoin Bullets if Ryan Eckley gets picked. Go to bed, and then just kind of feel it out. If you wake up in the middle of the night, check if Ryan Eckley got picked. I'm sure something will, some sort of sense will have gone off. Are you doing day 3? Of course I'm doing day 3. Of course. We'll be here, all right. We'll be here. And tomorrow I won't be as near of a time crunch, but I'll probably be playing some Red Dead. Because if I don't know who the hell these guys are now, I don't know what the hell is going to be going on tomorrow. It's more just going to be Carson Beck watch tomorrow. We need a Shador fall again. We need Shador to be in this draft. Where would Shador have gone in this class? That's an interesting question that no one's asking. Would Shador Sanders have been a first-round pick in this draft? I mean, if he was a 5th-round pick last year, I can't imagine he was that great of a prospect, at least as far as NFL teams went. But, like, Ty Simpson also went 13th. Who knows? My Eckley tingle will go off, go green. Exactly. There it is. Simple. 3rd round for sure. Wow. I mean, really calling it Carson Beck 3rd round for sure? Really? No. You don't think so? You don't think Shador would have been a high pick in this year's class? All right, they're doing a big kibosh for or kibosh isn't even the right word. They're doing a big shabamafu for the America 250. There you go. We got, so the NFL is expecting about another hour and a half. This is probably going to wrap up at 8. The tough thing is I wish I could teleport from here to the restaurant. Am I even gonna? I don't even think I'm gonna have time for a shower, to be quite frank with you guys. It would have been 3rd or 4th. 3rd or 4th round, or 3rd or 4th quarterback taken? 3rd round for sure, that's what you mean. I see. I still can't believe he fell. They're talking about quarterbacks now. Beck, Aller, Nuss, Cole Payton, Taylon Green. Out of all of them, I'm taking Taylon Green, to be quite honest with you. I don't think there's an impactful starter on that list of quarterbacks, but Taylon Green has at least some sort of upside at other positions. Or a quarterback. Shit, if you want to play him at quarterback, play him at quarterback. But the upside's there. Sure would go 5th again. Okay. All right. So we're going 3rd or 4th, 3rd, and 5th. I like it. So no one's saying he would go higher, or significantly higher, I should say. Yeah, 3rd or 4th round. Makes sense. 3rd or 4th round, not 3rd or 4th quarterback, I see. Because who would have been the 3rd? Who was the 3rd quarterback last year? It was 3rd was Shuck. Then went Gabriel. Huh. Not a very impressive class. Anyway, here come the Cardinals pick. James Conner going up again. Started the 3rd round.
Here it is. With the 65th pick.
It's tragic they're making this poor guy do this.
Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Carson Beck.
Oh!
Carson Beck is the third quarterback taken.
Oh!
Arizona Cardinals.
The first question of that
yes!
I promise you will be, did you have Beck?
What a pick! What a pick! And just like that,
answer that question.
Besantis, Jeremiah Love, and Carson Beck. Who else would you rather have? Watch out for the Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, the Seahawks may have won the Super Bowl. Yeah, the Rams might be going all in. The Niners might have a really good structure. But the Cardinals have Carson Beck. Fuck with us. Rise up, Red Sea. I'm not even a Cardinals fan, and shit, I might get on the bandwagon. Come on. Carson Beck. That's the clip. Like I said, I've been waiting for it. Carson Beck was the clip. The 64% of you that said Nuss. Yeah, now you can't change the pick now. You can't change the pick now, fuckers. I see. The 64% of you that thought it was going to be Nuss. It's Carson Beck season in Arizona. Let's fucking go. We are going to see Carson Beck play some football games. That was the question with him. It wasn't whether or not he was going to get a starting gig. Are we going to see him play football in the NFL? We will. A third-round selection to a team like Arizona. This all but guarantees that Ty Simpson, the Cardinals were going to get back in the first round for Ty Simpson. That was already more or less assumed. Woof. Who cares what the Broncos are doing? The Cardinals just got their quarterback of the future for on a cheap discount, no less. What's Rap Sheet saying?
Is due to make $5 million this year. Brissett wants a contract extension for more guarantees in the future and is not expected to show up until he gets that, which means there is going to be plenty.
He's right. Brissett is holding out. I'll let Rap Sheet finish.
For the Arizona Cardinals.
Be an interesting rookie room so far.
Okay, that was worthless. Wow. Like he said, Jacoby Brissett is holding out at the moment. So now, hell, if they need a quarterback to quarterback their tanking team, they just got one. If they need a quarterback to lose games, a tank merchant, they just took one. So, sweet. Sweet. Beck looks like Rosen, too. I'm surprised he didn't walk on the stage. Here come the Broncos selection. I guess we'll watch it, but believe me, we are not done talking about Carson Beck.
To the draft.
There's a sharp jacket this player's gone in. Is this Jonathan Cooper? TJ Ward. I don't know why I guessed Jonathan Cooper. Jonathan Cooper is not even... Yeah, no, it's not Jonathan Cooper. I'm just throwing shit at the wall. You can't even see this guy's face.
And the best owners in football, the Penner family, with the 66th
Really? Not the Tishes?
2026 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Tyler Onyedum.
Fuck yeah. Tyler Onyedum. Cool. Broncos replacing John Franklin Myers, who they lost in free agency, and that's all the analysis I have. Carson Beck is an Arizona Cardinal. He puts the Carson Beck in Cardinal. He puts the Carson Beck in championship. God, I'm fired up. 5-year super senior out of Miami and Georgia. Maybe 6-year super senior. Also, Boston's up by 6. Damn. Beck over Nuss, Aller, and Klubnik is crazy. I mean, if you're trying to take a swing for the future, Carson Beck over Aller makes no sense. But if you're trying to play a quarterback right now, today, Carson Beck makes sense, but it only makes sense now. It won't make sense in a year or 2 years or 3. It's not like he's going to win a Super Bowl. Cardinals had to walk out of the draft with the QB. Difficult decision between Beck, Minshew, and Brissett. Yeah, real Sophie's choice for the Cardinals there. Fuck you mean tank? They got Carson Beck. They're contenders. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we're all doing the bit. We're all steering into it. Manny wishes he was Nate. Brock is referred by too. I don't know how to spell that fucker's name. Yeah, perfect. Natey B. Yeah. Anyway, here come the Raiders selection. Is that Pete Carroll? That is not Pete Carroll. That's Chevy Chase. Matt Millen.
In the 2026
Here we go, Raiders.
NFL Draft, the
Raiders.
Kieran Crawford, defensive end, Auburn.
The Raiders take Kieran Crawford out of Auburn. Don't know anything about our boy Kieran. Do we like that pick? Otis doesn't. They did that to put pressure on Brisket. By the way, I'm sure Jacoby Brissett hates when people do the whole brisket typo. I think it's funny. I just wanted to mention that. I think it's funny. Chevy Chase call. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I thought it was for a second. I'm like, why would he be calling it draft pick? Don't be surprised if they take Allard too. I mean, yeah, imagine that. The Cardinals do the Browns. They double dip on QB. They have a little QB controversy. Again, I'd be remiss if I didn't pull up one of my favorite videos of the offseason. The video no one's talking about because it's really not that funny, but I think it's funny. Where is it? Oh boy. People are talking about Carson Beck. We're going to check Twitter in a second. I just want to... It can't be ignored. Gardner Minshew Cardinals. I just want to pull up this video. I misspelled Cardinals. Damn it. I'm not going to be able to find this. Twitter search is more useless than the Vikings non-existent GM. All right. Well, the video that I built up to, I can't find it. Find it later. Beck is the next Shador. You mean next greatest quarterback ever? I can't wait to put Carson Beck on the hill. Damn, we should do a Hunna's Hill for draft picks. Which ranking every single draft pick. That's an ambitious video. Fire Spy Tech. Pats did it too. Wait, what'd they do? What did the Pats do as well? But Otis is not happy. Today has not been a good day for Otis, apparently. Otis is not thrilled with the selections. James, don't you ever disrespect Shedeur Sanders like that? Yeah, let's not bury the lead here. Shedeur Sanders is still king. I guess I'm not going to be able to find this video. Basically, there's a video of Gardner Minshew signing with the Cardinals, and you can tell everybody involved, including the guy recording the video, you can just feel the vibe through the camera that no one is happy to be there, especially not Gardner Minshew. And now he's fighting for the backup job in Arizona. I mean, you're an NFL quarterback. That's a good life to live, but that does suck. Let's look up Carson Beck and just see what's happening right now. This is sick. This is so sick. This is so sick. Welcome to Zona, Carson Beck. Let me pull up my Twitter feed here. Welcome to Zona. Drop a like if that's the first time you've heard Zona in your life. You cannot make it up. Patriots did, the double dip QBs, I see. Well, that was different. That was a little bit different. Clearly they had a plan there. Clearly the Cardinals do too, though. Welcome to Zona, Carson Beck. Maybe one of our Cardinal fans can join. We're just going to leave this up. We're going to leave this up. Oh, that's right. Prignone is still on the board. A lot of talent left on the board. I should have done... I have more info on the girl. Like, hell yeah, James. How's that going? How's that going? Are you going on a date today as well, James? That was stupid. That felt like a flex. It's not. Who cares? Dude, imagine waiting 56 picks for the Jags to pick Anthony Hill. With Anthony Hill's on the board, they take a blocking tight end too. Not only that, Hill then goes to division rival. Colts got CJ Allen. Killed himself. Yeah, Anthony Hill and CJ Allen would have been better picks. I didn't like the Jags pick at all, but it is tough for me analyzing these picks. I really don't. If the picks I don't like are the players I don't know, and I can't critique a player I don't know. But dumb U of A fans call themselves Zona sometimes. Jesus. Well, there you go. Leave it to the Wildcats. I've heard Zona several times. Damn. I guess I'm just out of the loop. I've been to Arizona like 6 times, and yet I've never heard the Zona. Anyway, let's see what else is happening right here. Carson Beck on falling. Yep, there are 9. Yep, cue the memes. Carson Beck is headed to Arizona. Cardinals get their guy the start of the 3rd round. That's not something you hear very often. Will he be the next franchise QB? How are people feeling about this? Let's go to Shefty's Twitter replies and see. At the top of round 3, the Cardinals select Carson Beck. I don't mind the pick at all for the Cardinals. Beck gets to sit and learn behind a veteran like Brissett. He's got real talent and could definitely develop into a starting quarterback in the NFL. He just needs to do better with his decision making at times. Yeah, that and get a stronger arm. Eagles are picking
tackle from Miami,
Markel Bell. Another solid pick from Philly. They addressed tackle. They got a pass rusher. They got a tight end. They got a wide receiver, and now they have addressed tackle. Beck has nothing between the ears. Yeah, I don't doubt that. But like, I wouldn't say that's his biggest flaw. That's funny. They're showing Markel Bell blocking, and he's played for Miami. So I'm like, more Beck highlights? He's handing the ball off. Nice pass by Carson Beck there, even though they're not even showing him. He's such a great prospect. You can't help but appreciate his greatness. I'm fired up. I'm glad we have another meme quarterback this year. I didn't want Carson Beck to fade off into obscurity like Stetson Bennett. And I'm happy that he's the 3rd quarterback off the board. Dude, I wish someone joined the War Room Wednesdays last week or any time before this week and put Carson Beck will be the 3rd quarterback off the board. I would have laughed and I would have disagreed and I would have given a whole spiel as to why that's not going to happen. The ceiling, just the idiocracy of it. And yet Carson Beck is an Arizona Cardinal. Are they selling the jerseys yet? Can I buy the jersey already? Come on. That was a stupid pick. And that Twitter reply symbolized everything that was wrong with this pick. In saying what this guy likes about the pick, I think it more so than anything spotlights what's wrong with the pick. Sit and learn is not something you should pair with Carson Beck, especially not when the teacher in that equation is Jacoby Brissett, who's not even going to be in the building, by the way, because he's holding out. Carson Beck does not have real talent. I'm sorry. That's a mean thing to say, but it's true. Developing is not the goal with Carson Beck. The goal is to play him right now today. And yes, he could be better at decision making, but he could be better at everything. I'm not a huge Carson Beck fan. I'm sorry. I think he's funny. And I'll keep going back and forth with this bit, pretending like I love the guy. But the fact of the matter is that pick sucks.
On the importance of mentorship.
And I'm going to be honest. Let's get through this. Nah. I'm going to be honest. The Cardinals have one of my least favorite drafts of the day thus far. Or of the year, I should say.
Announce the pick.
I fucking hate what the Cardinals are doing.
Pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select...
Yeah. Hey, Sam Roses.
Nicely done.
Sam Roche, that's the guy. Sam Roche, the kid butchered it. I like Sam Roche's game. To be quite frank, I would have expected him to be the third tight end off the board. Again, I skipped tight ends week, but big body blocker. Yeah, the opposite of a designer tight end, a real lunch pail guy. Let's get back to the fucking card. Sam Hauser, that's right. Yeah, Sam Hauser. That's who this is. Let's get back to the Cardinals. Like, I can't get past this. If I come back and Carson Beck Cardinals, yeah, I'm not scrolling this down. We cannot forget Carson Beck at pick 65. Never forget. Put $100 on Beck O'Roy as soon as it opens. Yeah, yeah. Buy the jersey. I think all of us. I don't think there are any Cardinals fans in here, and that's a problem. Okay, all of us. It's been fun, New York Giants. Arvell Reese, Colton Hood, Francis. I'm okay. We're good. We have Carson Beck now. Rise up, Red Sea. What I want to say about this pick is Michael Bidwill, the Cardinals owner, who's one of the biggest pieces of garbage in the league, in sports, probably. This is the guy that inducted himself into the Arizona Hall of Fame. This is the guy that is so cheap that the Cardinals are working out in basically a 24-hour fitness. And a guy that's just a big temper tantrum baby who's sexist, racist, but above all, just a straight up dick. And you can tell he was involved with the Jeremiah Love pick. I'd venture to guess he was also involved with Carson Beck at the top of round 3.
With the 70th
Here's the Niners pick. Andy Lee making another.
NFL Draft. The San Francisco 49ers select Romello Height.
Romello Height.
Texas Tech.
Definitely familiar with Romello's game. Not a bad pick. Not jumping off the page, but not a bad pick. He plays hard, straight off the graphic. 3 for 3 Bears drafted the guys I wanted for the Vikings. I get that. That sucks. That blows. Sam Hauser is a Bear. Bears are having a good draft. I love admitting it. I hate. I don't know. Bears or whatever. I mean, we got some people that pop in here. Levi, among others. Reyna as well. Bears are having a really good draft. Bears are having a damn good draft. That's a good point. No way the Cards in more than 2 games. Maybe that's their goal. Maybe that's their goal. I mean, Beck is accurate. You got to give him that, even if accuracy is sometimes other teams. We got to remember NFL teams are very stupid. What I was getting at was this is ownership, man. This is ownership. And it's just like, you hate when you can tell the owner is finagling with moves, especially with the draft. Like, the draft should be GM, scouts, and front office exclusive. We have months to prepare for this. You should trust the guys that you pay to do their jobs. Think about how much time is billed hourly on the draft alone. All these business types want to talk about money and balancing the books. Think about how much money you're spending staffing people to learn about the draft just to say, fuck it, I'm good. I want the running back because I watched him in the college football games I watched and he's really good. And we're going to take him even though it makes no sense for our team or the player. Frankly, I don't think Jeremiah Love's super stoked to be in Arizona. I don't think Carson Beck is thinking this was a dream scenario. I mean, maybe if he wants to play right away, this is probably his easiest route for that. And that's Carson Beck, man. He's one of the higher floor prospects in this class. Just goes to show how terrible this class is. But I cannot believe they picked him at the top of round 3. And like, I shouldn't be out here up in arms, freaking out, crashing out about a 3rd round pick. Like, who cares? It's just the overwhelming picture that the Cardinals are just scouting on Reddit. I don't even know. They're listening. They watched one ESPN first draft video and wrote down some names and then fucking took them. They're taking these like popular name brand names, and I like Bisontis. That's a good pick. But it's not enough. Chase Bisontis is not going to make this team good. Chase Bisontis is not going to affect this team in a meaningful way because there's not any talent to go around. Commanders pick is in. They're not going to miss their window. It looks like they were really dying to move out of this pick. It is nice being able to sit back, hands up, and not stress about the Giants, but damn the Cardinals. It's easier to go in on the Cardinals with no fans here. I don't like going in on the Vikings. Well, you know, we got some fans in here. No sense on punching down. Seems like everyone's going way higher than projected. Dang, yeah. Meanwhile, Jermod McCoy may never play football again from the looks of it. Kyler Murray, Carson Beck is here. We're all good. Yeah, seriously, we're all good. Carson Beck is here. If I was an owner, I would terrorize my team so hard. I would definitely. I guess that is a fair point. That is something I haven't really considered in this whole thing. Eat the rich, get angry. That's very much on brand for us. But if I was an owner, it would be very tough for me not to be involved. I guess that's a fair point. But I know ball. That's different. I doubt Michael Bidwill's sitting there grinding tape. Dude's rich. Go to a sporting event that regular people can't pay for. Go to watch the Suns play. That's got to be fun. You can punch down. I'll punch down with you. Fair enough. I'd trade the fans' favorite player if they called me a bad owner to teach them a lesson. Yeah. That would be my make-a-wish, by the way. I didn't even answer that question last night. Be the Giants owner for a day. That would be my make-a-wish. I wish to be the GM of the Giants on a random day, any day. Let's go April 23rd. And that's my wish. I feel like there's something bad about picking your make-a-wish as a non-make-a-wish kid. That just doesn't feel holy. Cardinals picks by CFB 26 rated. That's another good one. I'd imagine Michael Bidwill has kids. I don't imagine the kids have as funny of a name as Brick. So, yeah, you can see DJ's best available. A lot of guys that were expected to go are already off the board. The only like big faller left is Jermod McCoy. Again, a month ago, I thought the Cowboys were going to leave the draft with CJ Allen and Jermod McCoy, and neither of those guys went yesterday. So, right when I wanted the Cowboys to do something stupid. Anyway, Commanders are picking, and I'm fired up to see it. I'll stop talking about Carson Beck, but
Commanders pick is in.
We should power rank celebrity guests announcing drafts. Mark Rippon.
First and foremost, to an amazing town.
There's nothing worse than when these guys start with first and foremost. It's like, great, there's more.
26 draft. You guys are amazing.
I mean, geez, man, let's do our victory lap. It's very annoying for my purposes.
Get a great opportunity.
I guess we'll just listen to him. We'll hear the guy out because I'm done trying to guess.
The torch to myself and my fellow crew in Washington, D.C. for next year's 2026-27 NFL Draft on the Mall in Washington, D.C. Washington, the sports.
And with the 71st pick, make the pick.
Commanders haven't picked since Sonny Styles, by the way.
It's been a minute. Got some information.
Well, they're enjoying it, that's for sure.
The girls' flag football became an officially sanctioned high school varsity sport in Maryland.
Love to girls flag with the 71st pick.
An opportunity for your female
the Commanders select
across the region. Thank you, Josh.
Girls flag football. I guess we'll take this down.
It'll also be great for my granddaughters, Malaya, Merrick, and Macy Grace.
Fuck off, Commanders. Give the pick. Seriously. Seriously.
For girls flag football, a high school sanctioned event.
And with the 71st pick.
And now it is a great honor with the 71st pick.
Thank you.
In the 2026 NFL Draft.
Taylon Green.
Sonny Styles was a character person, a great football player. He's going to be one of
It took Sonny Styles?
for our organization for years to come.
Pick, fucker! They're booing him.
Commanders, I want to say we select.
Pick, motherfucker.
For this pick, we go offense.
Oh boy, here we go.
Antonio Williams, wide receiver, University of Clemson. Thank you, pick.
God, man. Get off the stage.
Come on now.
Fuck. I was complaining about people milking it before the guy even walked on stage. That was the craziest thing of the night. What the hell was that? That was like 2 minutes. Enjoy your moment, but damn. Who went up there? Brian Westbrook. It's very rare I'm going to talk well on an Eagle, but Brian Westbrook did it perfectly. He went up there and said, "Go Birds, here's my kid with the pick. The Eagles select Elijah Stowers. Done. Easy. Go Birds, get the hell out of there. Easy." Who else did that? Cliff Averill. In and out. Hell, even Mark Ingram was a little quicker. And he had people with him on stage. Who else was pretty fast? Did I mention Cliff Averill? Someone else went and I was like, that was clean. That was exactly how I wanted to see it. That sucked. If I could drop a dislike on the NFL draft, I would. I'm angry. Glad we got Dart, but I wish we had a 3rd round pick. As do I, but it is what it is. If it were up to me, the Giants would pick every single pick of the draft. Even Rich was annoyed. Yeah, even Rich called it. He was like, geez, man, get off the stage. Jeffrey Simmons said nothing but the pick. Another good one. That's how it should work. Pat McAfee was another egregious one, but you're never going to get Pat McAfee to be short-winded. Who is this?
With the 72nd pick in the 2026 NFL
Kevin Booth.
Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Tacario Davis, cornerback, Washington.
First of all, excellent pick. Camera died. Excellent pick, Tacario Davis. I like him a lot in the 3rd. That's a little early, but I like that pick there. Good pick from Cincy. That's a couple of solid picks out of them. I'm not going to lie. Giving the camera a second to cool down. And maybe I can't do it. There it is. Okay. Gave the camera a second to cool down. Great, now I gotta focus it. I do want to talk about this though. This was Jarv's guy, Tacario Davis. Stiff ass hips probably sound better. When it's a 3rd round corner, he's gonna have knocks on him. He had a whole essay if people didn't start booing. That was almost like a full minute. It felt like an eternity.
Well, he also had a
Pete Carroll type corner. Is Pete Carroll in the Bengals? Davis is a good pick, good tackler as well. I think so. I think that's a good pick in round 3. I think that's good value. The Bengals, considering they didn't have a 1st round pick, they're making impacts with these selections. I like what the Bengals are doing. Saints pick is in. And yeah, man. Antonio Williams, by the way, I was so mad about the guy announcing the pick. I didn't even really talk about Antonio Williams. Giants are back! Giants moved up! Giants moved up. They're on the clock. Am I reading that right? Giants are back in the 3rd. What do we give up? 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 John, call me JFK because I'm getting sniped. Oscar Delp is the pick for the Saints. I'm going to take this down now.
With the 73rd pick in the 2026
for the record, the
NFL
Bengal.
draft,
Well, let's
the
give
New Orleans
Delp his
Saints
moment.
select Oscar Delp.
Oscar
tight
Delp.
end, Georgia.
Big run on tight ends. I'd imagine the Giants pick is going to be quick. I just want to get through this thought before I forget it. Antonio Williams, solid player, good value. Commanders aren't exactly the place to develop a wide receiver, but he could be good. There you go. Also, Bengals. They don't have any veterans or stars to put out there because, I would imagine a lot of those guys hate Cincy and hate the ownership just because they're cheap and shitty. So they had the NFL manager of operations make the selection for the Bengals, unless he's a Bengals fan. But why you guys give up Malik? Yeah. Oh, shit. Did we just trade KT? Oh, shit. Did we just trade Kayvon Thibodeau for this pick? Oh, no. Oh, no. 74, 104, and a 27 fourth. Damn, we just got gutted. Okay. 74 for 105, 1. Okay, so it is verified. Okay. So this is what the Giants just sent to move up to 74. Clearly, the Giants love a guy who's fought. Is this? Could it be Jermod McCoy? I'm getting too excited. The pick is in. Could it be Jermod McCoy? I gotta piss, but Giants are coming up. This could be, golly, man, this could be a couple of guys. This could be interior defensive line. It could be, obviously, orange defensive tackle, big citrus. It could be a corner. I mean, time will tell. We'll see. I'm going to look at the top prospects, not only for the Giants here, but for everybody else. Chris Brazzell will be a fun one here as well. We'll see. It was rumored that the Giants wanted to get some help for Dart, so I guess that's what this is. Here's the top available according to NFL.com, of course. Take that with a grain of salt, but Jermod McCoy could be the pick. I don't know if I'm going to be happy with this. Well, we're going to find out. Let's unmute it.
To move in to take this player. So that's a pretty
Here we
big
go.
pick, one would say.
Here we go.
Next time we hear from the Giants is
With the 74th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft.
Kevin Booth sighting.
The New York Giants select Malachi Fields, wide receiver, Notre Dame.
That's a big, fluid, smooth, athletic receiver. Think about Michael Pittman Jr., someone who can win on those 50-50 balls. We came out of the Senior Bowl, CD, and we were thinking there's a chance he might end up going in the first round. Now, he did not run the way he would have liked. 4.6, 140.
I definitely have opinions on that. Listen, I don't love Malachi Fields as a prospect. I don't think third round is bad value. I thought he had a chance to sneak into the back end of the first round, like DJ was saying. That doesn't mean that I love him as a prospect. Actually, I'm going to argue the opposite, actually. Now the Giants don't have a fourth or a fifth, so I'm not going to have shit to talk about tomorrow. But clearly the Giants liked him. I mean, there were pass catchers on the board, right? There was Chris Brazzell. There was Zach Branch, Skylar Bell. Hell, Chris Bell. All guys that are still there. And yet the Giants landed on Malachi Fields. I don't like that pick. I'm trying to, couch it and, be fair and all, but I don't like that pick. I'm sorry. That's just not the order I would have gone on. Frankly, I see about 5 or 6 names I'd rather have than Malachi Fields. Frankly. And what the hell do I know? Bryce Lance being one of them, by the way. What the hell? Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but what the hell do I know? Yeah, man. I'm going to read the chat now and see what you guys think, but I don't love it. I could be wrong, but I don't love it. Neighbors getting traded. Hate the trade and the pick. What the fucking fuck? All right, cool. So we're all on the same page. Good. He didn't even look happy. L trade up. I like it. Yeah, good pick, but he probably would have been there much later. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think he would have been there much later. I don't like that pick at all. Yeah, I don't know. Like, could have been Chris Bell or Skylar Bell. Not worth the trade up. He didn't look happy. Yeah, man. Who do you think made that pick? Probably Shane. Browns are cooking. Yeah, they are, Jeff. I love what the Browns are doing. Giants just took the wind out of my sails, but I love what the Browns are doing. Anyway, so here's the third round so far. Again, Carson Beck is a Cardinal, in case you missed it. L-O fucking L. But speaking of L's, here's Malachi Fields. Again, I did this for Akis or whatever. Or no, the guy the Vikings took. 6'4", 1.5, 218, 32-inch arms, 9-inch hands, 79-inch wingspan, giant wingspan. Boundary X wide receiver, and that's what he is. He's a tall X wide receiver who probably won't be an impactful starter in the NFL, if I'm being honest. I think this is a throwaway pick, and we just sent our fourth. We basically used 2 picks for 1 and landed Malachi Fields. I'm not happy about that. I'm not trying to overreact. I know shit about the draft, but come on. Also just got off work to watch the game in the stream. Did Boston win? I forgot to check. Is Boston up again? Did Boston win? Boston did win, in case you missed it. Boston has gone up 2-1 in Philly. Giants future proven for the Neighbors trade. Yeah, I guess that's what's happening here. I'm pissed. He's boomer bust, one trick pony, man. Basically a Jalen Hyatt. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm getting with this pick. That's why it feels like a Shane pick. This feels like when we took Hyatt, and that was a good pick at the time. Biletnikoff winner. I don't see a meaningful future for Malachi Fields in New York. And again, priming the Neighbors trade. I know Negan's kidding, but also there's a little bit of truth in that. I'm not liking this Wolves play yet. I think they started at 6:30, so yeah, they should be playing. Wolves oh no, they're not. Wolves played yesterday, but they won. Spurs Blazers in 30. Lakers up, but only by 4. Malachi Fields is a Giant. Damn. Again, I'm not going to sit here complaining too much. Clearly, the Giants, again, I say this every draft. It's just funny when it's a team that's not mine, because I don't mean it as much. But clearly, the Giants had a board. And obviously, it's not that the wide receivers weren't available. Clearly, the Giants felt really, really good about Malachi Fields. I am not in that camp. I would have rather had, double dip guards. Double dip guards. Who cares? Take Halsey. Grab a safety. Like, there were better options on the table there. Wolves give belt to ask the Nuggets. To Giants, Chris Brazzell 3 was... I know Chris Brazzell was right there. And I didn't even want Chris Brazzell because he reminded me of Hyatt. But at least I think he's a better prospect than Malachi Fields. Here, let me pull up my notes for Malachi Fields here really quick. And let's see what Giants Nation is saying. I'm just going to pull up my notes, actually. To hell with this. Where's my phone? Yeah, Barkley, get over it. All right. Okay. Here are my notes. I am glad that me talking about Malachi Fields is at least a good sign. Like I said, the know them test. Let's pull this up really quick. Dude, my organization is so fucked. All right, here we go. There's my quarterback thoughts. Here's my wide receiver class. All right. Here are my notes on future of the New York Giants. Malachi Fields. Great Senior Bowl. Not a great athlete. 4'6", 140-yard dash. Big as hell. Tall with long arms. Really good at the catch point. Just kind of slow and easy to get away with expectations. I guess that's my whole thing was they're easy to project this guy too far, which is what the Giants did. Not going to get separation. Needs to win in 50-50 situations. Definitely provides a nice break from all the fast slot guys. Fits with a lot of teams, but not my favorite prospect. So there you go. I can't believe we did that shit, man. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, have my night ruined because of a third-round draft pick, but I do not like the pick. Caleb Douglas out of Texas Tech is a Miami Dolphin. Another fucking stupid move. These guys need to consult me on drafting receivers. That's back-to-back. I mean, at least we didn't do that, I guess. Right when Giants fan 10 was talking about how much he loved the Dolphins draft, Caleb Douglas out of Texas Tech. Another just big X wide receiver. Clearly, the NFL front offices have a type right now. You want Barry to make some picks for you? I'll let him do it. Yeah, seriously. Can we borrow Andrew Barry for some receiver picks? The Browns are killing it with receiver. Concepcion in Boston. I'm not even a Boston guy, but damn. At least you didn't draft a special teamer in the second. Yeah, that's true. Again, the Giants are having a good draft. I don't need to be, talked off the ledge here. Steelers are making a pick, by the way. They're doing a whole thing. Oh, man, I'm going to have to talk about this on my date. And then they took fucking Malachi Fields right as I was getting happy and excited. They could have made... I don't dislike the pick. I do. Straight up. I do. If I'm gonna sit here and analyze these picks and give my 2 cents, obviously all these guys are high on their team's board. Everybody that's made the selection likes the guy they picked, maybe besides Sean McVay. Let's hear the Steelers pick, and I'll get back to the Malachi Fields talk. It's just that we traded up. I would have rather had him over Caleb Douglas. Great height, large hands, 4'3", 940. Did I say not a great athlete running a 4.39?
Let's go, Steeler Nation.
No, he ran a 4.61. I guess you're talking about Caleb Douglas. Oh, you're talking about Caleb. I see. You're talking about Caleb Douglas. I see. I can see a vision with Douglas. I can't with Fields. I see people saying, whoa, what happened?
Pittsburgh Steelers select Drew Aller, Penn State quarterback.
Okay, so that's what it was. That's why everyone was saying, wow.
A bit of a double whammy here.
A bit of a double whammy is a great call, Rich. Drew Aller. Well, it's not a bad pick. I'm laughing because Aaron Rodgers is somewhere shaking his head. It's one thing being replaced by Jordan Love. It's another thing being replaced by Jack Doherty. That sucks. That sucks, man. It's not a bad pick. It sucks for Aaron Rodgers. I'm glad a draft in Pittsburgh results in the Steelers getting a quarterback. And I'm glad that quarterback is named Drew Aller. Oh, man. Is he about to start? He might. Drew Aller and Carson Beck, 2 guys that I thought were going to fade into obscurity, are now potentially going to be the starting quarterbacks, not only this season, potentially week 1. If Jacoby Brissett sits out, I'm starting Carson Beck over Gardner Minshew. To hell with it. And if Aaron Rodgers doesn't re-sign, there's your answer. We were all wrong about Nuss. Yeah. We were all wrong about Nuss. Thank you for the 2, John. Jeez. But we were wrong about Nuss. Forgot about Dre. We'll be watching the end of the Steelers as we know it in real time. So you don't like the Aller pick. John S., while you're here, how do we feel about Malachi Fields? Are we thinking another quarterback goes round 3? Shit, at this rate, probably. Man, if Nuss and Aller went, I guess. I'm laughing. Thank God. Thank God. That took me off Malachi Fields immediately. Who cares? 3rd round picks miss all the time. Fuck it. Like, whatever. Did we trade up? Did the Packers trade up? Did they not have that selection? I guess they did. Huh. A lot of movement happens in round 3, so if I miss a trade or 2, or all of them, I'm not going to apologize. Love it. So John loves the Malachi Fields pick. Please give me some good news here, John, because I'm not a fan of it. When I watched Malachi Fields, I did not love what I saw. I don't love him as a prospect. He fits within what the Giants are trying to do if they're trying to get a big body receiver. But I would have rather had a lot of names. I would have rather had Brazel, Chris Bell, Skylar Bell, bunch of guys. In fact, here's my top 10. Packers did trade up to verify. I'll see if the compensation pops up. In fact, maybe Rap Sheet's talking about it.
Figure that out. Speaking of Steelers quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers.
Never mind. NFL's a day program. I can't believe Aller's going ahead of Nuss. Yeah, I mean, this is the pro Nuss chat. When Nuss had that Senior Bowl, everyone was talking about him. Here's my top 10 receivers, in case anyone was wondering going into this draft, and because there were some guys that are still on the board. In this order, 1 to 10, Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tate, Mekhi Lemon. I guess Mekhi Lemon was my 3rd receiver. Omar Cooper, Casey Concepcion, pretty chalky. Jerry Bernard, Chris Brazel, Denzel Boston, which felt low, but clearly not low enough. Chris Bell, Skylar Bell. A lot of guys still on the board. At best, Fields is a poor man's version of Michael Pittman. A welfare version of Michael Pittman. Chris McClellan.
Missouri.
Out of Missouri. A 3-tech that can get to the quarterback. Cool. Or, sorry, nose tackle that can get to the quarterback. Cool. Why are all these dudes going on the 3rd? They usually go day 3. What the hell? I'm talking about the QBs. Yeah, normally just the random QBs that you know because they went to good schools. Normally just go on day 3, but I guess today's different. I mean, I guess if this draft class really is as shallow as people say it is, not what I say, but if this draft class really is what people think it is, then why not take your swing on quarterback now, get your guy? You don't want to end up with... Hell, I mean, apparently you don't want to end up with Nuss, I guess. I didn't love Nuss's tape, but I liked him more than Beck and Aller. But I understand that Aller's a project. Browns got two top guys in your top 10. That's true. That's true, they did. The Giants could have had a guy in that top 10 easily. There are guys in the top 10 that are still on the board. Shit, Dolphins could have had one. Simpson pick was dumb. They needed an insurance policy for Puka. What, so they can play Simpson at wideout? The Simpson pick was dumb, and clearly a lot of people aren't on board with it. Chris McClellan, he's good value. I think it's good value. It's tough to get excited about a 3-tech, but that is good value. I've definitely seen Chris McClellan's name popping up in a couple of spots. Fields has potential. He got a good wide receiver 2. He'll be a good wide receiver 2. Giants got fleeced. I mean, that's a funny thing to say. I mean, again, it's a funny argument to make. I feel like you have to be in one of 2 camps. Either the Giants got fleeced, or Malachi Fields is going to suck, or Malachi Fields will be fine, and then the Giants couldn't have gotten fleeced because they sent a 4th and a 5th. It's not the end of the world. I got to rub it in a bit. Hey, man, do what you got to, Jeffrey. Listen, Browns fans don't get a lot of happy days. So today, take your victory laps. Giants fans don't get many either. I guess today is not one of them. I love the Colton Hood pick, by the way. I really do. He's like a mid to low end wide receiver 3 in a good room. I mean, the good news with Malachi Fields, he's a younger prospect, right? Imagine if he's 25, I might have to break my computer. How old is Malachi Fields? Why is this not on the player page? If he's younger, I kind of see the angle a little bit. He is... Why do they leave out important info here? He will eventually be an average... whatever. He'll eventually be an average starter, but can we get... Yeah, so Lance gave him a round 3 grade, comped him to Michael Pittman. How old is he, though? I guess that's not the kind of info that's worth mentioning. I'll have to look it up. He is 22, born in 03. He is a Virgo. And that's that. So he's going into his age 23 season. Not old, not young. Definitely a project for the Giants to develop. I'll talk about other picks, but given how the wide receiver room has broken, it does make sense that they got a just tall, big guy, just a tall guy that can win in 50-50 spots, because you have that kind of like underneath Y outside guy in Darnell Mooney. You can definitely play Calvin Austin in the slot. Slayton's good for something, provided he can hold on to the fucking ball. So I guess fit-wise, it makes a little bit of sense. I guess when I put it like that, I just assumed that because Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin are on one-year deals, that they weren't really going to play much of a role in this pick. But I guess we wanted to give Dart an extra weapon. I mean, hopefully Malachi Fields is good. Last time I wanted the Giants to draft a Fields, they didn't, and it worked out. So, I don't know. Maybe this will be the opposite. Fields is 69. There it is. Back-to-back good drafts. I'm happy. That's true. Browns are drafting well. Andrew Berry knows what he's doing in April. Fields is 69. He's the 69th pick. My bad. He's like a mid to low end wide receiver 3 in a good room. Rams should have taken Lemon. I agree with that. You could have taken Jeff Caldwell with that in the 4th. Def got fleeced. That's also true. Jeff Caldwell, if you're trying to get an explosive athlete, Jeff Caldwell's the guy. Pat McAfee's doing another announcement. Let's listen to this just in case. Let's see if Pat McAfee can just, and with the 78th pick, get it out of the way.
Can we make some noise for the Bachelor Boys, the band that's been crushing it over the last 2 days?
I like McAfee. Again, I don't want this to seem like I'm a McAfee hater. I like the guy. This shit's just annoying. He's doing a magic trick on stage. This is what I get for never watching day 2 of the draft. People start to have fun and I get angry. Hey! He succeeded in the magic trick. Kind of cool. Said no one ever. We got EMW because he fell in the draft. That's, yeah, another big score for Cleveland. Pass 60 WWE and get out of my drafts. Yeah, it'd be one thing if you watch the Pat McAfee draft watch along, but...
I like the Colts more. I also like with the 78th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, live from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Indianapolis Colts select A.J. Halsey.
A.J. Halsey.
Out of LSU.
Great pick. Great pick. Great pick. McAfee kind of ruined it, but whatever. You know, I forgot today was about Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's from Pittsburgh. I get why they're having him do these picks. I'm going to say this for the last time, although I'm probably going to say it a million times tomorrow. This is about the players, not the people making the selections, unless the people making the selections are on death's door or kids or both. Let the players have their moment. Don't make it all about you. It's annoying and tacky, and Pat McAfee is never one to escape the cornball allegations. Pat quit WWE, so that won't be happening. Jeez. I'll let you go. Did it work out because y'all took Tony instead, which turned into the Waller saga? Right, yeah, so Kadarius, what could have been Justin Fields or Micah Parsons, for the record, turned into Kadarius Toney, which turned into a 3rd-round pick, which turned into Darren Waller, which turned into a 6th-round pick, turned 6th-round pick in exchange for a 7th-round pick, which then turned into whoever the hell the Giants take with this 6th-round pick. They really tried to keep it hype in the 3rd round. Yeah, they're really trying. And you know what? They're succeeding. I'll tell you what. The NFL couldn't have written it better. Carson Beck and Drew Aller going at the top of the round. So now I'm going to go on this date, and the whole time I'm going to be thinking about how I have to edit the Carson Beck short. That's fine. McAfee, that's another good one. But are we done talking about Malachi Fields? Feels like it. That's fine. I think we got it. Slayton can make me a cup of coffee. Can you make me a cup of coffee if he doesn't drop it? This guy's got to learn something from Drewski. Just announce the 0-point name, nothing else. Well, Drewski was on purpose. Michael Turner making the selection. Nice and quick, you see?
I guess we're going to keep it red and black. Zachariah Branch.
Great pick. Great pick. Great pick. Great pick. Really like the fit with Atlanta. That fills the spot that Darnell Mooney is leaving behind. kind of, maybe. I mean, Zach Branch is more of a slot guy, but still feels a need definitely in Atlanta. They get more weapons. Zach Branch has he's a high upside player. He could be bad. He could be great. There's a non-zero chance you can say that about any of these guys, but I think with Zach Branch, it's a bigger chance that he could be the best wide receiver in this class. Zach Branch isn't my favorite guy, but just because he reminds me of Kadarius Toney, but I can recognize he's got game. He's got game, and he's fired up to be a Falcon. See, that was quick and easy. Nice. Michael Turner. And you know what's cool about the way Michael Turner's doing it? He's not just straight reading the pick either. He's like, oh, I guess they're staying red and black. That's it. Just a little thing. Add a little personality. You know, if I went up there, I would not straight say the pick. But I also wouldn't be like, here's my moment. Let me just read something. First of all, can I start with this? Let me first say thank you to the city of Pittsburgh at large for hosting this event. You guys did great. Thank you to the people that built the stage, shut off the roads. No one actually shouts out the people that are doing it. They shout out the NFL and the fans. Much love to the fans, but the fans are driving to Pittsburgh and then standing and watching dudes walk across the stage. We're not even thanking the right people. Let me also thank my wife for giving me the opportunity to get on this stage and announce this pick to you guys. I remember back in my day, back in my draft, in case you guys forgot, I used to play in the NFL, but I want to talk about a little, and let me introduce a little anecdote really quick. When I was 12, I dreamed of being an NFL pro player, and shit changed and things didn't go to way. It's like, shut up! Shut up! Here's Mark Ingram with the pick.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. Oh, boy. Hey, but I like Pittsburgh. Every time I've been to Pittsburgh and played in
Ravens legend Mark Ingram.
over 100 yards in the game, 2 touchdowns. And y'all really gonna feel the love when my Ravens take their rightful spot as the kings of the AFC North.
And with the 80th pick. I sound very anti-fun this stream. My stupid team took a Malachi Fields.
With the 80th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Jacoby Lane, wide receiver.
Another great pick. Another great pick. Good value. 80th overall. Good value, Ravens. Ravens are really good at that. Sitting and picking. I guess Harbaugh didn't carry over. I'm gonna shut up about Malachi Fields. I'm gonna shut up. Drew Aller's a Steeler. Hunter, would you say to like and subscribe? Hunter would say to like and subscribe, get his account removed because you get doxxed by Twitter. Yeah, I would go up there and you know, and make some joke. And now the Hunter's Hinge update. That'd be sick. Mark Ingram should call his dad in jail and have him do the pick on speakerphone. John has such a way to put players and people down. It's fucking hilarious. Credit where it's due. It's why people love the pretty bridges in Pittsburgh. Yeah, there's a lot to see in Pittsburgh. They have roads, windows, even. Me too-ski. That's funny. Is that what the people are saying? Me too-ski for Drewski? I really wanted Branch, damn it. Yeah, he would have been a great Raider. That made a lot of sense. But now he's a Falcon. Brutal. It seems like black people read it quick there. Otis is calling a shot. There you go. White people spend too much time. None of them want to be in Pittsburgh longer than they have to. That's probably it. Yeah, that makes sense. So we are going on. If I'm being honest with you, fellas, I probably should get off the stream now. Let me verify on Hinge. If she canceled, I'm not even gonna be that upset. But if she didn't, I'm probably gonna have to call this stream early. She very much did not cancel, so. I'd rookie move on my end to plan a date on draft day. I just figured it would be done by 8. But then again, I scheduled the date for 8 o'clock. Should have scheduled it for tomorrow. However, I'm going to try and get another date going tomorrow. I want a good Hinge update for draft day. So tune in tomorrow, tune in on Monday. Tune in every day. Hunnaball. Feels as Tyreek Hill compared to Lane when it comes to separation. Well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, Zach, that's what Malachi Fields. Well, oh, sorry, my bad. I got mixed up. Fields is Tyreek Hill separation when it comes to late. Yeah, I guess. I just feel like Jacoby Lane was a higher touted prospect. I thought you were talking about Zachariah Branch. I was like, isn't that Zach Branch's thing, getting in space?
The Jacksonville Jaguars select Albert Regis, defensive tackle, Texas A&M.
Al Regis. Oh my God! I just wanted to overreact. Quick feet anchors double teams effort. You gotta love effort on the graphic. Texas A&M nose tackle. Very cool. If it weren't for the commander guy, you would have made it on time. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. All these guys milking like their speech announcement. Again, it's one... I don't want to sound like a hater. It's one thing if it's a kid, a Make-A-Wish kid, or a kid in general. If it's a fan of the year, if it's someone that's not normally in the public spotlight. But a guy like Pat McAfee who has a show 5 days a week, shut the fuck up. Get off the stage. You don't have it in you. It's getting eerily close to the Key and Peele skit. A woman likes a mystery. A little late's never killed anyone. You're probably right. Maybe I should just no-show it. Wouldn't be the first date I've missed because of streaming, and it wouldn't be the first date I've been late to because of streaming. Thanks a lot, guys. Nah. Thanks a lot, NFL. They can't move this stuff around. All right. I haven't showered today. I probably should do that. How long is it going to take to get to this place? How long is it going to take to get over there? I think it's going to be a good 20. This is my fault. I should have made it local. I like way fucked up. Oh my God. Here we go. All right, the distance. It's going to be 20 minutes without tolls. 17 with tolls. Except Maximilian the First in Mexico. I guess a little late. Never killed anyone besides him. I don't understand that reference, but I see the bones of that joke. Waiting for John's pick. Hold up. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we got to wait. Oh, of course we're going to wait for John's pick. Is there any other big notable franchise for people in this chat that's coming up? We're definitely going to get through the Vikings. I'm not going to get off now. Steelers, who gives a shit? Chargers. All right, we'll go through the Steelers. Sorry to Gale and Meep if he's here, but we're not going to check out the Jags. And honestly, the Raiders don't pick until 91. I'll throw my if anything crazy happens, I'll throw my thoughts in the Discord. But you know what? We're like halfway through round 3. I'll miss the comp picks. Whatever. Gale is here. Well, now I don't feel as good about missing the Jags pick, but I got to. So I'll throw my thoughts in the chat, Gale, because I got to shower. It's one thing to go to a date late. It's another thing to go to a date late, unshowered, all gross. It's not going to work. So we're almost there. The camera went out for the last time of today. And of course, I got to plug this. We'll be back tomorrow. I know I've been saying if there's a pick, there's a Hunnaball stream. Outside of the next 15-ish picks tomorrow, we're going straight shot through the day. Rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7, all live on the Hunnaball stream. Probably play a little Red Dead as well. So if you're into either of those things, tomorrow's your day. If you're into day 3 of the draft or Red Dead Redemption or just, this sick commentary from your boy, then tomorrow's your day. Damn, our draft is so bad they put our pick during the ad break. Wait, did the pick go? I got a Tom Steyer ad, if you can't tell. So, I'm going to take that down just to clear myself legally. I don't want to have to give more time to his opponents or Tom Steyer, for the record. Sean Merriman. I don't mind Tom Steyer. I'm just not a politics guy unless it's hating on the other side. Cam Hayward in the Ravens peanut gallery. Vikings pick is in. Jermod McCoy round 6 of the Giants. Yeah, apparently Jermod McCoy is not doing great. Say that. Jacksonville A&M Jaguars. There you go. There you go. We'll get through the Steelers and we will call it. Yeah, we'll do it. It's a history joke. Max Smith was sentenced to death by Mexico when he was heading to Mexico. The vote was delayed a few times and could have said it was oh, I see. All right. Viking selection. Now we know. Maximilian of Mexico. Is there a better name than Maximilian? Maybe Hunnaball.
Shameless plug. It's just a plug. Yeah, that's right.
With the 82nd pick in the 2026
Come on, Vikes.
NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Dominique Orange, Iowa State.
Well, he missed out on the marketing opportunity getting drafted by the Browns, but he's going to be a good fit there. Or orange is the new purple. Oh, there you go.
Orange is the new purple. Rich called it. A good pick. A really good pick. John, we've been dunking on the Vikings all day long. I'm proud to say this was a good pick. A damn good pick. When someone falls like that, it's always the medical. For sure, of course. It's just shocking how bad it is. That is always the best kept secret. When somebody really has something prohibitive with medical, all the teams keep quiet about it, hoping the other teams will take them. Makes sense. Yeah, what would be the point of smoke screening something like that? Let's go. That's 20 from John coming down the pike. Where is it? What the hell? Where's the alert? Where'd it go? Alert. What the hell? I'm just going to keep this open. We really double dip D-tackle. What the hell? What the hell? Where's the... Come on, man. Where's the alert? John paid for a donation. Where's the fucking alert, OBS? Well, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. John paid 20 to say, let's go. And it's not even being put on the screen. What the hell? See, now I'm mad. There's your toll money. I'm not taking the toll. I'm not paying the toll. You got to pay the troll toll. I'm not doing it. Luke Kuechly nope, sorry, not Luke Kuechly. Jake Delhomme. I don't know why. Yeah, Jake Delhomme and Luke Kuechly look awfully similar. But good pull, John. Congratulations. The Panthers just took
Once again, your reigning NFC South
a fantastic pick.
Carolina Panthers select Chris Brazzell, the second wide receiver, Tennessee.
Chris Brazzell.
Listen, this guy.
Great pick. Great pick. Could be Jalen Hyatt. Could be a lot better. Again, I'm sorry the alert didn't show, John. That shit pisses me off. In fact, hold on here. I'm pulling this shit up. This is so unnecessary, but we're going for it. I can't even talk about the draft until we get this out of the way. Okay, we're gonna finagle this one way or another. This is me on my stream. Here it is. There it is. In case you guys can't see the chat already, I'm making my own alert. If OBS wants to be a dick about it, there it is. That's a let's go from John and a good pull, John. Congrats, brother. There you go. Right there. That's 20. Covered my face. Let's go. I said it, man. I said it. I'm not just gonna let a donation go for nothing. That's bullshit. Done. There it is. Now I can chill. Chris Brazzell. Excellent selection by the Panthers. Panthers are having a really great draft. Did the Jags move down again, or are they still just picking there? Okay. Then we'll sit through the Bucks here. I think the Bucks are gonna take a second. You know what, guys? Yeah, I probably gotta call it there. Dude's paired up with Jalen Redmond. I'm happy with that. I basically paid for Hunter's. Yeah, no, basically, John. I basically did. And I'm eternal. There it is! As you can see, my computer's freaking out.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay. All right. Forget Tampa. Forget Tampa. We're calling it there. So this has been the Hunnaball stream, obviously. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I wish I could finish out today. If anything crazy happens, I'll be texting about it in the Discord. But if not, Carson Beck is a Cardinal. F from me, by the way. Fuck that pick. Drew Aller's a Steeler. A+. Maybe not an A+, but a better pick than Carson Beck. Malachi Fields, not my favorite pick for the Giants, but I like the Colton Hood pick. They kind of offset each other. Hopefully Malachi Fields doesn't suck. If he does, I'm not going to cry over a 4th and a 5th round pick, but, you know, I would have rather had 2 swings than 1. That being said, go Giants. I hope that your team's having a good draft. Now we can say that about most of ours. Now that the Vikings have Dominic Orange, they did double dip in the interior, but the Vikings are not going to let teams run the football, and I respect that. So guys, Orange almost makes a special team worth it. Exactly. We may not love Jake Galde, but Dominic Orange is sick. I'm happy. You got to get into that boys hole. You see, Mahi always gets the references. Mahi and GF10 always get these references. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the hell out of you guys. Love you always. Enjoy the rest of your 3rd round. And I have been Hunna, Malachi Fields, and Colton Hood. Ball. Big Citrus. See you tomorrow, fellas. Love you always. Yeah. Also, forgot to mention, this is the music stylings of Jarvicious, friend of the channel, and musician of the Discord. That's it. See you guys.
Yeah.